Just like the sun, light up the earth, the light of my life. The only one I ever see is and just yesterday, you came around my way. Which was sunny and beauty. You could have been a medicine, ordinary things, a natural thing. And no, brighter than the moon, brighter than the stars. I be just the way you are. Hey, who am I? I say you got the girl of my dream. You make me where I never been. You make me want to sing you know my you got the girl of my dream. And you remind me of a thing. And that is the Africa that's how it's going to go. So it's going to go. See, as a familiar, you said that's one, you're staying one. I look into your eyes, your what I see is paradise. You captivated my soul. Now every day I want you more. I can't deny this feeling that I'm feeling inside. No one can take your place. You can't take your space. It's a classic out of race. And no one that makes me smile. Make me feel like I'm on the night. Well, you are my family. I say you are the girl of my dream. You make me where I never been. You make me want to be you are my family. I say you are the girl of my dream. And you remind me of a thing. That is the African beauty. You are my African queen, I know. You are my African queen, I know what I am feeling in my heart and in my soul. Oh, I know that it is love, and I know that this love was only sent from up above. You're the only one that I think of. You are African queen, and I know that it's me that you're the only one that I will serve. I need you on my love, my body and my mind. Every other day you think of. You know, you will you. Pulling up there, sacrifice my whole life, give it all to you. You are my African queen, you are my African queen. You are my queen, you make me where I never been. You make me want to be you are my African queen, you are my queen. You remind me of my queen. That is the African beauty. That's all this story goes. We are rich, and never started it again. See, every time I look at you, I see a picture of an angel. The next minute, the demon comes up. I start to wonder, where's my baby? I hate what you do. You don't tell it to spirit. I hate what you do. You don't tell it to book, you don't tell it to spirit. I hate what you do. You don't tell it to book, you don't tell it to spirit. I hate what you do. I hate what you do to me. Na na na, na na na. na na na, na na na. Hey, me and you will like a smoking gun. 'Cause every time we argue, yes we are one. I hate you, I love you. We have to choose the one. But every time you come around, there is tension. When you're not here, I'm missing you. When you're not here, you miss me here. Damn, I wanna share it with you. Wonder why it had to be this way. Tell me something I don't know. What you love and respect, you know it's my soul. See, I'll be a man, you be my girl, soul. But no, I don't understand. No, I don't understand. Say I hate what you do to me. Can I tell you to go? Can I tell you to stay? I hate what you do to me. Can I tell you to go? Can I tell you to stay? La la la, la la la, la la la. Simple text. Just like raindrops falling from my eyes, just like teardrops falling from the sky. It is like a blessing in disguise that we fail to realize. Now I have to pay the price. Pay the price. See your money. Be careful and think it twice. Before you choose to use, before you choose to use your device. So you don't have raindrops falling from your eyes when you see a blessing in disguise. Oh, what a sacrifice, the sacrifice. I see it. When I write to talk about me, must have been my own, there's only one destroyer. Oh yeah, they go get another story. I don't my friend, I want to claim that I'm only see and yeah. These girls are very deadly, but before I say so, I check I'm nobody made me. I love them, just my thing is dead. They are my little friends, and I respect them. All them women are right, feelings of me, truthfully. See, I don't try. Just like raindrops falling from my eyes, just like teardrops falling from the sky. It is like a blessing in disguise that we fail to realize. Now I have to pay the price. Pay the price. See your money. Be careful and think it twice. Before you choose to use, before you choose to use your device. So you don't have raindrops falling from your eyes when you see a blessing in disguise. Oh, what a sacrifice, a sacrifice. I see it. What is it you want from me? That is your expectation. What is it you think? What is it you think about me? That is your imagination. How do you see me? Say I'm God's creation. But I am not the only one. I said it again. There is no more equal Just like tears falling from the sky. It's like a blessing in disguise that we fail to realize. Now I have to pay the price. Pay the price. See your mind. Be careful and think it twice. Before you choose to use your device. So you wanna end up falling from your eyes when you see a blessing in disguise. Oh, what a sacrifice, I feel Right. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing? Oh, by the way, happy new month. Finally, January is gone. I don't know if I'm the only one, but January seems to spend like 3 months. I was like, Kilo Shele gonna by. January was so long that, yeah. Is my volume okay? Is everybody hearing me? I just want to be sure that we can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Good afternoon. Good evening. Oh, yeah, it's such a good time to be here, and I'm just grateful to God that we can see the second month of the year again, little by little. Year 2021 is becoming a wrap, and we are just grateful to God for His many blessings. Happy new month to every one of you. I greet you. I bring you greetings. By the special grace of God, each and every one of you, every one of our friends, our fans, our lovers, our supporters all over the world, irrespective of what the report says, irrespective of what, you know, the CDCs and all the, medical expertise are saying, irrespective of what the economy is saying, irrespective of what the news is saying, by the special grace of God, each and every one of you, all of us collectively will see the end of 2021 and beyond. Not only that you will see this year through, God would give you so much grace not to just exist through the year, but you will live. Now, there's a thin line between existing and living. Existing is just, you are alive and, fulfilling the numbers, your age is counting. Living is actually fulfilling purpose of existence. Fulfilling the purpose of existence is what living is. My prayer for every one of us is that you will not only live to see the end of this year, but you will achieve substantial progress. You will be able to record, you know, substantial success, verifiable progress, something that you can point your finger to, something that you can tie to this year. That, oh, in year 2021, God helped me to achieve this. God will give you something to point to. God will give you something to remember 2021 for. In Jesus' name. You would, irrespective of what the situation is, the pandemic, the economic crisis, you would have that enough grace to have something significant by the end of this year. It is the grace of God that make a man succeed, not effort. God would make your success to be effortless. It will go beyond human comprehension. It will go beyond this analysis of expertise. Ní agbára Ọlọ́run. Welcome to Chat Room with the King. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Victor King. I'm privileged to be your host. Ẹ̀kọ́ àtijọ́ ṣe dáadáa ni. Ẹ̀kọ́ àtijọ́ ṣe dáadáa ni. Ṣàlàáfíà lẹwà gbogbo lé ńkọ́ o. I've been away for a while, because àwọn oníná mọ̀nàmọ́ná ń ṣe mọ̀nàmọ́ná. My account was attacked and suspended for a week. So the whole of last week I wasn't here. I mean, I was here. We devised a means to just do it somehow. But it was this morning that they just finally released this one. I have to go through the other accounts to get into the page. It was a lot of mess. Facebook can be funny sometimes, and we thank God. Thank God. Very quickly before we jump into the before we go into the topic of the day, my admonishment of the day, as usual, is going to be very simple, very precise. And I will call it, create a world you want to live in. Create the world that you want to live in. God has done so well by creating this planet called Earth, and by God's definition in His perfection and His almightiness, He defined everything He has created in this world. Perfect. It is good. God is not doing anything anymore. We are living in a world of a finished process, of a finished work of God. God in His almightiness has perfected the world before it began. So the world was made perfect by God. Jesus is Lord. 14. The world is made perfect. Everything has been perfected from the beginning of the world. But it's not everybody that is living a perfect world, if you are going to agree with me. It's not, or rather say, it is not everybody that is living a perfect life. Or if it would not be out of place or offensive to say, that it is not everybody that will live a perfect life. Now, how habitable or how good and pleasant our life is or will be depends on us. Apart from the big picture of the planet that God has created perfectly, each and every one of us have a world of our own that we are irrespective of where we are born, how we are raised, where we've been through, what experience we have, what skills that we possess. We have a responsibility to build a world for ourselves, a world that will be lived in the world, a world that will be lived among worlds. So everyone has a world of his own. And it doesn't matter your nature, your nurture, your skill, your expertise, your experience, what you are going to go through in life becomes a derivative of the world you have created for yourself. So what am I insinuating when I say create the world you want to live in? Everyone will live to enjoy or suffer the consequences of his action. We have come in time in life where everybody is an analyst now. It is very easy. Everybody from different angle, from a philosophical, sociological, every form of way we can define and identify problem. It's easy for everyone to spot problem. Guess what? We all know what the problem of the world is. Everybody know how to analyze what is wrong. Everybody know is we find it easy to spot who is doing the wrong thing. We find it easy to spot on who is not doing it right. We find it easy to make explanations and excuses for what is not right in our world and why we are living below expectations. But you see, we have come in time in life where we don't need analysts again. We need performance. This world right now require performance. You are not going to spot any problem that nobody has ever spotted before. We have come in an age and days where the world don't need promise. They want purpose. We don't need projection. We need provision. Now, each and every one of us in our individual life, we are going to be faced with two things: our decision and our action. The decision you make and the action that you take. And I want to please recommend to us the only way that has never failed to live a perfect life. The only decision you will ever make to live a world that is habitable for you. Hear me. With all the complaints that we are making that the world is bad, with all your complaint of how bad the economy is, what sector, how bad the government is, we are not experiencing the same thing. No. Some people are still living a very wonderful life in a very wonderful world. Some people are in this same world. Why some people are depressed, some people are happy. It's a function of your decision and your action. As much as you are complaining, Some people are actually achieving success every day. And please don't deceive yourself by saying it is because they are more privileged. No. The fact that you are not privileged is either your decision and your action or the decision that your parents make on your behalf. It's still a poor decision. Everything that we experience is the consequences of either a good or a bad decision or a cognitive measurable action or a slack inaction. This is the key to a perfect life. One, decision. Until you make, see, there will always be every reason to live an imbalanced life. There will always be every reason to have things that you have not been able to achieve. Or there will be every enough reason not to be happy. This is one way that has never failed. One, your decision. The day you make a decision to be happy regardless, you will always be. Make a decision to be happy. Make a decision to be happy. That is simple. The key to happiness is first the decision to be happy. Now, your decision will guide every other thing that you do and that you go through. It's as simple as that. The day you say to yourself, Victor, I will always be happy. Hear me. Happiness is not an evidence of abundance. Happiness is not a result of perfection. Happiness is a decision to be happy. Happiness is a state of the mind to stay positive, irregardless of situations and circumstances. The only key to happiness is a decision to be happy. Because hear me, there will always be a reason not to be. There will always be something that is not good enough. But if you have made the decision to be happy, when you are going through moments, when you are going through situations, you will go into it, you will go through it with a right state of mind, with happiness. Happiness is actually a character that can be portrayed. Hear me. You think your life is the worst. I was ruminating over the week because I had a conversation, I had a section of counseling with a lady, and she said, tí n bá sọ fún yín nǹkan tójú mi ti rí, and the first 10-15 minutes that we're having conversation, she has not gone into the details of what she's going through. And she was having these exclamations and magnifying and expunging her problem. And I'm here, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm not somebody that has plenty patience. I don't like suspense. I don't like surprises. If I give you audience, please hit it immediately. Go straight to the point. In fact, start from the most important part of your point. I'm not somebody that, the Yoruba way of talking. Tẹ́ bá rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀, kọ́lọ́run máa ṣàánú wa ni o. You are already walking me out of interest. I'm getting furious like, show my sorrow, but my shut up. Now, so I was sitting down there on the phone and this woman was talking and I said, can I have an idea of what is going on? And then she started, marital issues and all of those things. And when she's done, I said to her, Madam, I'm sure you are waiting for me to give you a solution to your problem. He said, yeah, that's why you called me. She said, yes. I said, I don't have it. I'm sure she
felt some kind of disappointment. I said it and I hold a pause deliberately because I want her to feel bad with herself. I said, I've listened to you carefully, but I know you want me to say something to advise you. I said, I don't have any good advice for you. I don't have it. So after I paused for a little while, I said to her, I said, listen, the first thing you need to do is to make a decision to be happy. I said, first thing I want to correct in everything you said is that I see that you are owning your pain. And I'm talking to somebody right now. I want you to listen closely. So many times, so many of us own up to our pain. You are old, you own your pain. When you want to talk about your pain and your ugly experiences, you personalize it. You make it look like an achievement. So you have spent the last 30, 40, 50 years, 55, 60 years of your life accumulating pain, accumulating pain. And then now you are 40 years, you are looking 65. It's because you have built up a whole heap of pain that you are supposed to discard and trash into the bin immediately you get out of it. Own your success, don't own your pain. I said to her again, I said, Madam, let me correct you. If you will do well in life, stop boring people with your problem. Because you see, the person you are talking to have his own. And for her to realize that I know what I'm saying, I started sharing personal experiences with her. Tell her some stories, tell her my stories. And while I was talking, and I hit something in the story I was telling her about myself, and she said, Ha! If nothing, she said, I stopped. I said, Madam, so you feel sorry for me? Yeah, I said, but do you look at me? Do I look like I've been through it? No, I bet not. I said, because I did not own it. What I don't like, I can't keep. You can't keep holding on to what you don't like. I said, stop boring people with your pain, with your problem. Let it off. Stop. People will gather, you are gathering as friends, and all you are discussing is, ọkọ mi, tó bá rí nǹkan tó ṣe, and your friend will say, oh, tìyín mà ṣì dà, tí tèmi ẹ̀ wo, kò tiẹ̀ wúlò, ṣebí tìyín tiẹ̀ ṣì ń wálé wá sùn, kò tiẹ̀ ń wálé wá sùn. Hear me. If you hear another person problem, you go know say your own dey learn o. If you hear other people problem, your own na learn now. So calm down. Calm down. Don't stress the whole street, the whole neighborhood, the whole church with your problem. We have seen enough of it. We've seen enough of it. And that's not where I'm going. You are going to create a world that you want to live in by first making a decision to be happy. Don't don't spread negativity. You have been through it, you have gone through it. Get over it. There are two ways that people can favor you. I know that one of the prayer I don't like in church is a good prayer, don't get me wrong. I say amen to it if you pray for me. Because I've always told you, everybody needs somebody. If you will ever make success out of your life, it is that at some point in your life, God will send somebody into your life that will be instrumental to your lifting. Now, the mistake we make that we always assume that it is somebody that is more influential than you. No, God can send somebody that is lower than you, and it will be an instrument to your lifting. Where we do is that so we become nice to rich people and become a nuisance to poor ones. You will miss your angels. Angels don't come in flashy colors when they are about to deliver your own goodness. You have to be a 6 o'clock personality, relevant to the top and influential to the bottom. You know when I say 6 o'clock, you know when it's 6 o'clock, the tall one goes up, the one goes up, it's pointing both up and down. Be relevant to those that are better than you, and be influential to those who are lower than you. Now, there are two ways that people will ever favor you. You can be favored out of pity. When people hear you and hear what they have been through. And we see a lot of that on Facebook. Videos and text messages. I'm not being arrogant now, but in all fairness, if I respond to everybody that inbox me that they need help, if I have to render help to every inbox message I get, by now I will be homeless. By now I will not be able to afford the rent. We see a lot of, and they are good in composing it. Ọpọlọ tẹ́ ẹ lè gbé kalẹ̀ kẹ́ ẹ fi develop business strategy, but you know how to compose a pathetic message. You know how to approach somebody and tell your story, and somebody will even be crying for you. Some people can use mouth to tell you their story, and it will look as if you are watching horror film. People can favor you out of pity. When they hear your story, they say, Marshall, and they will dip into their treasuries and bless you. So you can be favored. So many people go around and just throw themselves on the ground and throw pity party and do all of that. People can favor you, however, by appreciating and acknowledging the capacity and the quality of life that you are living. Bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn, ẹ gbàgbé bó kan ṣe rí, ẹ gbàgbé situation tó wà. Ó ní brain be weak. That guy is talented. He just need a push. And they will see a value in you. People can favor you out of value. They can favor you by the instrumentality of value. They look at you and they see a value in you. They see a potential in you. So everything they will do for you is an investment. Now, when people favor you out of pity, everything they will do for you is widow's mite. But then they see, if they see a value in you, what they will do for you is investment, because they see a value in you that they want to invest in. Now, I don't know any one of you. The biggest I've ever given to somebody like walking around, you see a beggar. That I've ever given to a beggar in my life is $20. And please don't think I'm that nice. I really don't know the value of dollar then. I was less than 24 hours in America. I was in Manhattan trying to catch up Greyhound to Maryland, and this guy walked up to me and said, "Oh, I'm homeless, my family is there." I've never seen that. And my stupid ego just looked at him. I said to myself, "Oh, wow, I've made it in life. Even the white man is begging money from me." So I just dipped hand in my wallet and gave him $20. This guy took $20 from me and could not walk out of my sight. He was looking at me and I said, "Yeah, go." He said, "Thank you, thank you." Step back 3 spaces and stop again and look at me as if I'm going to change my mind to say, "Give me my damn money." It was when I got to my destination, and then I said to my friend, I said, because, I didn't know that people are homeless in America. When I was coming, America looks like next to paradise. I didn't know. So it was surprising to me that I can see an American, white man, begging in America. I thought everybody in America, they have benefit, everybody is rich. That's another lesson. When you are looking something afar off, you always look at it's better than yours. Those are the reason why so many people are not happy. When you are looking something from afar, it seems to be more valuable than the one you are in. Nǹkan òkèèrè ó máa ń jọjú torí òun náà ìwò ni. Tó o bá dénú ẹ̀ tán wà á mọ̀ pé kò síbi náà tí ń kẹ́dìyàn alẹ́. Then we thought Nigeria is worse. People are suffering. Hear me. The level of suffering I've seen in the life of people in America borders my heart. I realize that sometimes Nigeria is better. I see some Nigerians in this country, Nigerians, I'm not talking of America now, Nigerians who left their family and friends, and their family at home will be saying, but that is in America now, is making dollars, who left home like they are going to seek a greener pasture in America, world largest economy. If only their family know what they are going through here, they will be sending them naira from Nigeria. If only their family know what they are going through here. I've seen some Nigerians that I meet and I said, why can't this person just go back home? It can't be this bad in Nigeria. Why did she fire the American? Why have you wrong? Because they are not living a life here. They are really not living a life here. Some people are better off just go back home. But you see, the ego of you have left home 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ago will not let them go back. So they just come here and silence. See, those of you in Nigeria, if you have uncle that you keep calling and you keep ignoring your call, the any day, you send him messages and you just say, don't worry, I will get back to you. Ẹ wá sọ pé bọ̀dá yín láhùn, bọ̀dá Amẹ́ríkà, uncle Amẹ́ríkà yẹn láhùn, kò láhùn, kò lówó lọ́wọ́ ni. Kò láhùn, ó gbó. Ògbójú ló ń lò ń bí. Now, so you see, the most you can give a beggar, the most is $20, which I don't think it's even possible. I don't think so. But if you see a value in somebody, and you see a potential, and you want to invest in the person, I'm sure you will not invest $20. If somebody following me. So when people favor you out of pity, they favor you by giving you widow's mite, peanuts. The one that if they give you, they can't feel it. But if you want to be favored, show forth value. You will command favor and respect at the same time. There are ways people can favor you and you will forever lose your respect. Some of you don't mind losing your integrity as long as you get the result right now. Instead of throwing pity party all around, talking as if you are the one, calm down. Look inward into what do you have. When you get to contact with new people, when you meet people that you think can favor you, show them the value that you portray. Let them appreciate the value in you. They will favor you out of respect for the value that you have commanded. Everybody is tired of hearing complaints. Tó bá fẹ́ ká máa ṣe competition complain, ó máa sú ẹ. Ṣó fẹ́ sọ problem ilé ayé tiẹ̀, ó já jókòó, tó bá sọ tiẹ̀ tó máa sọ tèmi. Tó bá dé sọ ṣòro ayé tiẹ̀ tó èmi náà sọ tèmi. Àjọba máa ṣe competition. Jẹ́ ká máa fogun ṣe competition gbà ẹ̀, ṣó ló crazy. Ìwọ nìkan ló níṣòro. Má fi ìṣòro ayé ẹ̀ ní everybody lára. Let people see you and appreciating you. You have been through years, but let people meet you and see you and see the little you are doing for yourself and say, ládùúgbò gbogbo nǹkan tó bìnrin yẹn ti go through. Ládùúgbò gbogbo nǹkan tó ti go through, she's still trying. And then when they want to help you, they help you with something substantial. ìwọ tó wọ Dunlop slippers ló mọ̀ pé òòrùn ń pa ẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ o pé torí slippers ló wọ̀. Ṣórí ẹni tó wọkọ̀ ṣúù tó ń dán yẹn àtàǹpàkò ẹ ti fẹ́ bàjẹ́, dídán ṣúù tó wọ̀ ni ò jẹ́ kó o mọ̀. Oníkálukú àbí tiẹ̀ lára. Níbi tẹ́nìkan ti ń sunkún àìlórí, tẹ́nìkan ń sunkún àìnífìlà. A decision to be happy will make you happy. The Bible says, out of your bowels shall flow rivers of living water. Somebody said homelessness is a choice in America. I saw it, I just acted like I did not see it. You are so wrong. May God not try you with your belief. You are so wrong. You are so wrong. Kọ́lọ́ má gbà wá sí àhámọ́ tí ò dáa. You know, in Nigeria is the only place where you can hold a whole 1 year rent and you are still fighting with your landlord. You are not even begging, you are doing agídí. Tí nǹkan bá ṣe ẹ́ ní country, tó o bá jẹ owó 1 month, tó o bá máa fi jẹ the second one, ìta ló lọ o. Ìta ni o. Anybody can be hopeless at any time. Don't deceive yourself. Oh. It's not a choice. Oh. It's not a choice. Oh. I have a friend. I don't know anybody who is more hardworking than her. Very smart, hardworking, intelligent young lady. She's doing well for herself. Came back from work one day, took heal. Yes, stressful day. And then she used medication and she was still feeling sick at midnight. So she doubled the pain medication. And she went to sleep. Woke up in the morning, the pain was still there because of hustle. She went to work like that. While she was at work, she started feeling dizzy. And then before you know it, she started bleeding. Went to the hospital, realized that she was pregnant and she didn't know. So she lost the pregnancy. So they have to do an evacuation. So in the process of evacuation, they saw something else. And they said, oh, it's not the stress that makes you lose it. It's not even the medication. That she had, I've forgotten what they call it now. She had something growing in her stomach that will not make any pregnancy to stay. And somebody who went to hospital walking by herself, I accompanied her to the hospital. And then she was talking, they just checked and did that. And before you know it, they said, Madam, you can't go home. If this thing have not happened, this thing grow to a point, one day it will just choke you and rupture and you will just die. And they said, no, you can't, this is an emergency. And before, she was sitting down chilling. She didn't pass out, she was chilling. But we just saw nurses and doctors running around, and they were prepared. They said they have to do an emergency surgery. So they told her surgery. Okay, surgery. This person is still in America, early stage, hustling, looking for this, hustling, looking paper and all of that. She's just working and hustling, worked so hard. They admitted her in the hospital that day. We thought it's a surgery that would just take that day and then she can leave the next day or the third day. They did the surgery. And then they said, oh, well, madam, you are lucky. We've done the surgery. No, we opened you up and realized that the pregnancy was actually not lost. It was actually just threatened. So do you want us to save the baby? Or you want us to take this thing out? This is the person who have been looking for baby for years. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons why she decided to move to America is to get better medical attention. And she said, no, I want to keep the baby. They said, okay, if you want to keep the baby, we can't remove this thing now. Because if we remove it, It will kill the baby. We have to flush everything out. So we decided to keep whatever it is and keep the baby. Guess what? The consequence is that she have to be admitted in the hospital for 2 straight months. One morning, she called me and she said she got an email. I should go to her house and pick something, something, something. By the time I got there, everything in her house is right on the streets in the rain. It is not my house. But when I got there and see all her fine furnitures, I bursted into tears. Somebody who is in the hospital, this person have called the leasing office, explained to them. Maybe it's when you have landlord that you'll be explaining to pay Baba landlord, then this rule now, the economy will down. Out of tears, I ran. I don't know what to do, when to get a U-Haul, pack all the things, put it in my house. I don't want to tell you all the story about what went wrong in my house. God will deliver you, women. God will deliver you. You guys know how to criticize people, but some of you are very horrible. Now it's not going to work in my house, so I have to go and pay for storage. Our méjèèjì kan gbé kan ní wa kò sí ètò ìtàkàrà make it. But at that time I'm still in a better position. Took my own money to pay rent, took out of it, went to pay for storage. Like play. This lady was in the hospital for 2 straight months. By the time she was discharged from the hospital, she doesn't have a home to go to. Don't know nobody. I'm the only friend. I was married then. Of course, let's go to my house. Yeah, I will explain it. Then I quickly ran home, make the explanation to my wife, and it looks as if we are on the same page. And then I brought her to the house, and then she was staying maybe the first 2-3 days. And then one day I went to work, I came back, and I said, "Where is this lady?" And then she's nowhere to be found. He said she went out. I said, "Oh, well, she's an adult. She went out." But I know she doesn't feel good. I was happy that, now she can go. She's now feeling that strong to go out because there's a lot of cut in her stomach. She can't even bend down. And then it was night time. I did not see her. I picked up the phone. I started calling. She wasn't picking. I called the entire night. I couldn't get reach to her. The next day, she sent me a text by the time I woke up. And she said, "Thank you for your support. Don't look for me. This. She has moved to the shelter. When she got to the shelter, they said the place is filled up, that they don't have any place to put her. And then she started crying. So it's all this Catholic shelter. The mother, what they call it, the woman there, saw her like, this one is really your place. I said, well, if you are going to manage the storage, the store is like the office have a store, but you can't have any of your thing inside there. He said, well, that's fine. My things is still safe somewhere. So she was able to sleep there, and she had to get up by 7 because it's an office space. And when I saw that text, I could not but cry. Why did you move out of here? And she didn't want to tell me anything. But of course, she wasn't giving me anything. Of course, I'm not stupid. By the time I got home, I saw my wife was reacting. So I know something has went on. Of course, apparently, when I went to work, she had said something to her that she didn't like, and she don't want to be a problem. So she moved out of my house. Let me cut the long story short. This lady was homeless from the day she found out she was pregnant to like the 8th month of pregnancy. The 8th month of pregnancy. I will leave work every day to drive down there and say, please come to the house. I don't have money to get her another place. I've moved, our things could not stay in my house. And I'm saying it's not going to happen. I have to move it to storage. I'm paying storage, and I was concerned, but I was helpless. Poor people have poor friends. She finally got another job, pick herself up. And then while America, she will wake up in the morning, get dressed, and trek from where she was to where she's working is about 6 miles. And she will have to trek. And one morning, something just say call her. I was on my way to work. And then I called her and I said, what's up? This rain, hope you get it. And then she said, no, I don't have money for bus. I'm trekking. I said, but it's raining. He said, I'm inside the rain. I stopped immediately. I said, where are you? This is somebody that was pregnant. I have to drive down. Started looking. She's somebody that is very stubborn. She will say, I'm not worried. Say, well, okay. So I have to go to her house and then start tracing from her house to locate wherever she might possibly have been until I met her halfway and put her in the car. America, the wow. America, the wow. It was like a couple of weeks to delivery and she was able to raise money for rent and pick herself up from there. Don't you ever say it again that homelessness is a choice. Fires, don't let us go into that debate. No, she wasn't then. She wasn't. Don't let us go into that debate. Where you are dragging me to, I don't want to go into that debate, but I do not agree with your assertion. Irrespective of self-interest, humanity should come first. Compassion should come first. Compassion should come first. Let's not go into all of those personal details. Let's not go there. You guys are driving me out of context because I'm going somewhere. Now, I said there are two things you have to do to be happy. Number one is a decision to be happy. Number two, I said action. I said it's decision and action. Your action, what you do. What is the action that you have to take? Share happiness. Period. Share happiness. Share happiness. Give what you want to get. The reason why so many people are living below average is that your attitude is horrific. You are number one to criticize people. You are the chief gossip of the adubo. You don't see anything good in anything. You can't be happy if you have not been able to give anybody happiness. Bad energy equals to bad life. Bad energy equals to bad experience. You will live in the world that you dream if you live in love. Our world will be a better place. If the day we make a decision to live in love, live in love. Live in love. Love have the potentiality of producing everything good that your life desires. Love have the potentiality of producing everything good. Everything good. Listen, happiness is not because you have all the money you need, though. Happiness is because you have chosen to be happy. I listened to a joke by Dave Chappelle and he gave a story. That's why I'm going to close this issue on and then we go into. How many of us know the man called Anthony Bourdain? Anthony Bourdain. He died sometimes in 2019, thereabout. Maybe 2018, 2019. Anthony Bourdain is a TV host of one of the biggest TV show on CNN. Anthony Bourdain was hosting a show that makes him travel all over the world. All over the world. What does he do? He eats food all over the world. His job is to go and taste food of different culture, different culture, different country. Anthony Bourdain has flew all over the world to eat with different people, influential people. He tastes food. He has the best career ever. If you are getting paid for eating good food, you have a good life. That man make millions of dollars by eating food. He makes millions of dollars by tasting food. He will go to China, Singapore, Africa. He tastes all the food all over the world. He'll go there and see the process and then they will serve him. Big boy, work with CNN. Almost the most viewed, it's not almost, that CNN will be the most viewed, the most sought after TV station in the world. That is Anthony Bourdain. He has the most fulfilling career ever if you get paid for eating food. But let's not forget that this man, who is on the best TV, traveling all over the world every week to eat food, and he make millions of dollars from it, known all over the world. Let's not forget that this man, Anthony Bourdain, killed himself in 2018. Let's not forget that Anthony Bourdain was found dead in a private hotel where he committed suicide. Put that aside. Dave Chappelle said, "Hey, and listen, I have a classmate who went to secondary school together. Bright students. I was doing well in class, but there are certain subjects that this boy, that I can't do well in. Can you shake me? Mathematics is a problem in my life from day one. I know every other subject except anything that I have to calculate. Maths, anything like that. Further maths, account. Give me English language, economics. Now, this boy, because I always lead him in class in English, started reading dictionary and using big words so much that his nickname is Dictionary. They call his name Dictionary. By the time we get to SS2, where they will appoint prefect, those of you that were privileged to school in Nigeria, there was a controversy. Who are they going to choose as head boy? This guy, I don't want to mention his name. This is social media. He might probably be watching me. This guy was chosen to be the head boy of our school. And he owed me who have been representing the school at state level in literary and debates. And everybody assumed I'm going to be the head boy. I was made the social prefect. This dude was the head boy of our sets. When I finished secondary school, of course, I passed every subject. I have 6 distinctions, 3 credits. But as good as my result is, I had F9 in mathematics. So I have to retake an SSC exam. As at this moment, this guy that I talked to you about, they have been using him as machinery to go and write exam in Unilag. He's not in university yet. I'm dead serious. They used to use him as machinery to write exam in Unilag. And to check out the secondary school. This guy, immediately we finished secondary school, I needed to sit for my O-level exam again. So my mother registered me in an extramural lesson. You know what they call tutorial then. Registered me in tutorial. And by the time I registered in this tutorial and start going to class, one of my teacher in the tutorial class was this guy who was my classmate in secondary school. I was so upset. The same guy that me and him I used that change a competition with all this one in secondary school. Because when he finished secondary school immediately, the tutorial center hired him as teacher. And get what he's teaching? Maths and further maths. And that's the only reason why I went to tutorial center. So at least I can have an idea in mathematics. He was a teacher. You gain admission. Of course, we lose contacts. I went to the school that I could go. Years after, I was already working. I was an administrator. I decided to go back to Abeokuta for something specific. I was already lecturing in a higher institution. So I needed to submit it was a particular document I needed to submit at the governor's office. My chairman sent me to take that in. So I went to the governor's office, I did what I need to do, and it was faster than I expected. So I have a little time to play, and this is the place where I used to live. So I enter into town. I have an old friend. Call him and we were just catching up. And he said, "Oh, let's go out." So we went out together. And we needed to just chill. You know, old friends catching up. We're secondary school men. And we get into this restaurant. And guess who was the salesperson to serve us? It was this guy. This head boy. This boy who was my teacher in tutorial center. This best students, no contest, no questions asked, was the one that will be serving us beer in this spot that we sat down. When he came and I saw him, I know he still remember me. If you don't remember, you should definitely remember my friend. He pretended as if he has lost sight of us. So me too. I actually play along with him like I did not remember him. But the guy I went with, he's an idiot. He just looked at him, called his name and started laughing. The fact that he called his name is not my pain. It was the way he started laughing that bothers me. He called his name, so, and he said, ha, 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 ha. And he laughed so hard. And on his behalf, I was embarrassed. So now I have to break that ugly moment. So I said, stand up, give him a hug, and we talk, and you know how old friend does. What do you do now? It's stupid for us to say, what are you doing now? We already met him doing what he's doing. So he was asking me this, and this guy said, When we've drank and ate and catch up, we say, come and sit down. He say, I'm at work. I say, it doesn't matter. Tell your guy, show me no penny. Of course, I'm a little bit boxed up. I have company money to spend. I'm on an official assignment. I said, quit that rubbish. Sit down. Let's chill. No, he said, hey, well, pay for the one you want to buy for me. I will get it later. When I was leaving, he called me to the back and he said, let me have your number. Please, so if you know anything I need to do. So I said, but I thought you were processing Unilag then. Because we had a rumor then that he was already admitted in Unilag. He said, no, that Unilag picked him, but they picked him for another course. That I want to study medicine and surgery. So I said, but they were giving another course. I said, but why didn't you do the medicine and surgery? He said, why did you do the course they gave you? He said, no, he really want to do medicine and surgery. And as we were talking when I was already working, this guy is still trying to study medicine and surgery. He have tried all the universities that existed in Nigeria. He's still not admitted. While he was trying to get admission to study to what he really wants to do, the parent died. The father died 1 year, and 2 years later, the mother died. He became helpless, vulnerable, that he had to hustle for himself and the entire family. So the dream of even going to the university becomes almost impossible. And you have to work in a beer joint, a restaurant where they sell Nkwobi and beer. Don't get emotional. I'm going somewhere. But I remember that when we were catching up with this guy, and at this time I was single, I don't know, nothing. I was just working, enjoying my singleness. I remember that when we were talking, remember I was feeling sad for him. I know this guy, he gave way. I remember that in our conversation, I asked him a question. I said, Kiniko. You know the way we joke, Babala, Kiniko. He told me that when we were talking, he already had 3 children to cater for. He said, he will school needs in care, go to work. Ọmọ mẹ́ta ti wà nílẹ̀, Kiniko. Somebody who would have a dream of being a doctor and he have the intellectual capacity of being one. Life pushed him to an ugly environment. He fell for it, get somebody pregnant, and then they start making babies. And he keep going down the drain. Because he told me he's not even having that dream again. And when we were talking, he told me that he had 3 children. He walked us out to the road, he was excited. Hear me. It did not occur to this guy one day that he should kill himself. Never occurred to him that he should commit suicide. As much as his life looked like a potential without purpose, it never one day occurred to him to kill himself. Let us remember again that Anthony Bourdain, with the best career, traveled all over the world to eat food. A big TV presenter with CNN committed suicide in an hotel. It never occurred to this dude to kill himself. If he had asked me, as much as when I saw him, I felt sad. I saw impossibility. If he had to confide in me to say, I want to die, what do you think? I would have advised him, nigga, maybe you should just go ahead. That's how bad his life looks like to me. I would have, maybe it would be a better idea. Because it's something so much we believe in. But it never occurred to him. Still living in the parent house. It never occurred to him to kill himself. What are we saying in essence? Happiness is a choice you make. It's a choice you make. Happiness is not an evidence of abundance. Happiness does not mean you have it all. Happiness is that you have decided to stay in contention and the reality of where you are in life with an hope and decision to move forward, to take cognitive action, to say, this is where I'm going, I will get there regardless. Irrespective of what I'm going through now, my experience does not define my expectations. My experience would not define my expectations. That is how to be happy. Backed up by cognitive actions. I see so many unhappy people all across Facebook. And I look at them and I said, why should you not be happy? You see people's actions and reaction, their responses to situations, their responses to a simple phenomenon. The way people get angry, you will know that it is not what happened that got them angry. It is that there is a volume of bitterness residing in their life. I fold my hands and I see how people react. I read people's comments. Hear me, I've said this before. Fake profile is not a prerogative to be stupid. It's just a mask that helps your foolishness to show forth. With respect to everybody who is hiding under fake profile, good, it's a choice you make. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But it is not a prerogative to be a nuisance. Fake profile only masks you so that you can unleash the madness that is already on the inside of you from time. Because whether you are fake profile to every other person, you are who you are. You are who you are. It is the intent of your mind that the keyboard, your keyboard on your phone or your computer is typing out. It is your personality that is coming out in text of your comments and your posts. You are not porous. You are not stupid because you are under a fake profile. You are stupid because you are stupid. I see so many comments and reactions and posts and how people react to some things, and you can clearly say, this person have a problem. You see that you are mad or you are going to be mad very soon. You see that this person is mentally derailed, like technically insane, suffering from schizophrenic, bipolar anemia, mood disorder, or you will soon be. You see how people respond to minute, mundane things, and they take it so well. This is where I'm going. You see how the rigmarole I've been doing since. This is where I'm coming. How people respond to things, and you know that of Atibeni, Konama. Hear me. If you are reading post on Facebook or reading comment or watching show or whatever it is, and you are not laughing, sir, ma, you have a problem. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. If it's not funny to you, you are funny to people. But me that. If you don't know that social media is a joke, it's called social media. It's where people is not supposed to be serious. And you are coming here to come and pour your life problem. You are coming here to come and discharge and unleash all the bitterness going on in your life. You can't share the. If you are not taking social media lightly, you can't share. You can't share. Me, I'm telling you, me, I watch every show as a form of entertainment. I don't have to agree with the philosophy. Mouth, my grandmother said, ọ̀rọ̀ ni ò kí ń jẹ́ kẹ́nu wúru. Mouth is meant for talking. Even if it is me that you choose to blog, kò tí ì bother me, no. Because you see, your position is not a verdict about my life. You can't know me more than me. Èèyàn wo ló máa rìn torí ẹ̀ ò ní mì? mi ò kẹ́ bó ṣe perfect tó hater máa rí imperfection nù ẹ̀. So tí o bá wá ń take ẹ̀ serious tó wá ń ṣe bí dìdìrìn tẹ wá sọ̀rọ̀ ayé dájà báǹkì tẹ̀ ń ṣe dáadáa lórí Facebook, like you have problem o. It is not the people who are insulting you that have problem, it is you who is reacting to it that you have the biggest problem. Nǹkan ṣe ẹ́ o. Until we begin to take life very easily, this thing is a joke. Don't pour bitterness. And those of you who your posts have to reflect what is not going right in your life, you want to go Joe. But me, if you want to study me, you will never graduate. If you think you want to use my post to be evaluating what is going on in my life, you think I comment on somebody's face, that means me and the person is having an affair. Oh God. If I'm having an affair with somebody, you will not see it on Facebook. Me mo gbọ́n jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. You think you want to use my post to determine what is going on in my life? Wàá pẹ́ mbẹ̀, o stupid ni. Because I'm not going to put my personal life here. Kọ kíní kan. One day my sister called me on the phone and she said, kí ló ṣe ẹ́? I said, tí kí ni fi ṣe mú wa okay. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? I said, kò sí nǹkan kan, mo ṣẹ̀dí láti fi ṣẹ́ ni. And then she said, ṣé wàá okay? And I'm like, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ now? I said, ìgbà tí mo rí update tó ṣe lánàá ni, and I'm like, àǹtí kí ló ṣe yín now? Stop it now. Oh, you want to judge my mood by my post? Nǹkan ṣe ẹ́ ni. So if you are putting all your life problem on Facebook, gbó alala tán bá wọ́ ẹ wọ́n wọ́ ẹ ni. Or you are going to people's posts to go and be, some of you ẹ̀yin wèrè tí kò family yín lé, you will go and be correcting people's posts. You are not supposed to be saying that. Kí ló kẹ̀ ẹ́? Social media ni, anybody can write anything. Ẹ gbé ṣánlẹ̀ jẹ́ kí life yìí easy fún yín. Èmi ò máa rẹ́rìn kú sórí Facebook yìí ni. If Facebook is not a joke to you, you have a problem. If you can't handle it, stay away from it. It's called social media. Anybody say anything, you will say your own. Don't criticize what any other person say. Just say your own. How hard is that? Akintola caller. You know Akintola or caller? Your word against mine. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? People take life serious. I will be going about my own life business. Some of you will think you are reaching out to me out of concern. Hey, Mr. Victor, what is going on? I'm just worried about you. Hey, this person said this thing about you. This person, I'll say, thank you very much. I did not even see it. You are the one who is seeing it. Ẹlòmíì ni láàrin kàti gba ayé ẹ̀jẹ̀. Odidi fugitive orí Facebook. Gbogbo show ló ti wò. Okú mi. Ó ti wá make ó ti frame mind ẹ̀. Ó ti wá dìdàkudà. All of you know how to criticize speakers. And one speaker did not say it right. One speaker said something bad. Audience is the worst to you. Because you are the one that will comment here and go there and comment. We don't know whose fan are you. You are fan here, you are fan here. I don't know more. If it's not funny to you, I swear to God, you have a problem. What am I saying in essence? We can live in a better space in life. We can live in love. We can share happiness. We can say, you can say what I don't agree with, and still we are not. See, our opinion might differ, and we're still not enemies. You don't understand? We don't have to agree on something, but we don't have to be enemy because of that. Look at this last year. Genesis. So what? In anyone be to what? Àwa kan wá yọ, àwa wọ glove. Our glove and kó blow fúnra wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ayéláyé. As stupid ni. At the end of the day, as stupid ni. Mo kàn hate ẹ, nǹkan ṣe ẹ ni. Kí ló ń hate yẹn fún lórí Facebook? Your opinion is your opinion. My opinion, you can't change my own opinion. Your own opinion, stick to it. I will stick to mine. Kí là ń ṣe òṣì fún? Kí là ń jà fún? If it's not funny to you, reappraise your life. Something is wrong. Because happiness is a choice. Let me give you a practical example if you are going to learn from me, if it's okay to learn from me. You know this Genesis. I maintain my position. This is how I feel about it. And I'm not sorry. And it's not going to change. Never. That man is being set up, maltreated, and humiliated. Period. That's my position. But there are several other people who feel differently. I have never one day respond to their criticism or they respond to their direct attack. Is it you think I did not hear? No. But two things. Their opinion is their opinion. Tó bá yá, ẹni tó kú àti ẹni tó sọnù á pàdé. Those that begin to attack me for no reason and lie and make up story, what have they not called me? I'm a co-rapist because I'm supporting a rapist. I'm a wife beater. This thing, my father is an armed robber. My mother is, what did they call my mother again? Illegal immigrant. I'm illegal immigrant. Have you ever seen me coming out to say, can you get that fún ẹ? No, now. No, we're wrong now. Because at the end of the day, ẹ pè yàn ń wèrè ẹ ló ranjú. Ta ni ò bá ranjú bí ò ṣe wèrè? So, wèrè ranjú mọ́ wèrè padà. Wèrè di méjì ni. Wèrè di méjì ni. Stop sweating over what is inconsequential. They say something. Oh, it's me. They say that one. Oh, did you say that to me? They say this one. Ẹ̀yin followers yìí dẹ̀ burú. Ẹ̀ ṣe èèyàn rí. Èèyàn burúkú ni. I sit down, I look, me, I'm always sit down like I don't know shit. I don't know. Now you want to even argue. You're arguing over another person's life. Unnecessary arguments. Kẹ́ bú mi jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ kò kàn mí. Kẹ́ dárúkọ mi sí nǹkan tí kò kàn mí kò kàn mí. Màá fi rẹ́rìn-ín ni. Péèyàn bú mi mo lè ṣí ẹ̀ show ẹ̀. Kí lẹ̀ ń bá ká? Don't take this thing that serious. It's really not that serious. No, you did not spell the illegal that it's not illegal, it's illegal immigrant. Illegal. You have to put you in front of it. Illegal immigrant. Kíní kan ni Victor. Ọmọ ẹdìyẹ ni Victor. Ọmọ àparò ni Victor. Victor ń sùn, òun lọ fi iṣẹ́ ń pawó, ẹ̀yin kan ń jà sí yẹn. Any problem o? Yàsín, any problem o? Ẹgbẹ́ ṣé kíní kò serious tó yẹn. Ewé ni Victor, egbò ni o, ayé ni o, ọ̀run ni o. Kan ṣòṣì ni. Èmi wà ń bíṣẹ́ mi. Kò lé tó yẹn, it's not that serious. Àwa kankan ń play around ni. Wàá kàn ní depression for no reason. Àkọsẹ̀ ní ọkàn wàá ṣubú for no reason. We can all still have diversified opinion and we are not enemies. I've said it before. Let me repeat it again. If there's anybody that anybody would think I hate or I should hate so much on Facebook, it will be probably Buki or Anamayowa. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't like Buki. And I don't hate her. I just hate her guts. I hate her actions. I don't hate her. But hear me. If I see Buki right now, if I see Anamayowa right now, and she talked to me with decency and respect that a human being deserves, I will reciprocate such with her without a compromise. Because you see, we are not enemies. We just disagree on certain scenario. We just don't have we are not having the same position. She's not my enemy. In fact, enemy or friend, me it's a murder. Just there's every possibility kémi àtàwọn máa ń pàdé táyé ìmọ̀ fi parí. Ṣé torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe máa ń sùn ni mi ò ní rórun sùn? Ọ̀rọ̀ yín ò fẹ́ yé mi o. If I see any one of them now, they talk to me like a sensible human being, I will talk to them with respect. If they need help that is in my custody, I will offer it. They are not my enemy. Matter of fact, I don't hate them. I don't hate anybody. I don't know how to hate. I don't know how to hate. You can only produce what you have. I don't have hate in my life, so I can't hate. I can't hate. I can disagree with you. I can frown to your position. I can hate your gods, but I don't hate you. I don't want you dead. Ẹni tí kò bá ní ìfowó sákàǹtì mi ì ní gbàdúrà kókó. Kò sí èyí tí nǹkan kan máa ṣe nínú yín tí yẹn máa hàdì mọ́ resume mi. So what's the point? I just need to leave that out there. Like, we should calm down. It's a joke. It's a joke. Social media is social media for a reason. It's where people socialize, where people unwind, where people network. It's not supposed to be serious. Okay. I want to open a topic today for us to discuss. Something that I have, in my quest of talking to people lately, it keeps coming over and over. He keep coming over and over to me. And that is the issue of family finance. Family finance. Family finance. I will open a discussion. Like I said, we can have a diversified opinion to it. We can have a different opinion to it. I will open it and then we'll continue from there. God will help all of us. I want to first of all start to tell us something that we need to establish. One of the reasons why marriages are not working today is that we are applying the strategies of 1820 into a situation of 2020, 2021. Life has taken a complete detour from what it used to be. Everything is changing. Everything is changing. Everything is changing. Listen, if your husband is a good cheat, respect him. It's not easy to cheat these days. You know, in those days, who is this? Adeola Makinde. Did I say that? At what point in this shed it bare? I didn't say that at any point. I didn't say that. I mentioned Bukky as an example to buttress my facts. I'm not even talking about Bukky at all. I didn't say I end it. I didn't say I continue it. Just leave it like that. We're not talking about that today. Life has taken a U-turn from what it used to be. The way, see, if your husband is a good cheat, it's a bad thing, but respect him. He's good at what he does. Oh. It's not easy to be a cheat now. Madam, hear me. You know, in those days, a man can be cheating on his wife and have one side piece somewhere. He's living in Lagos. He have a girlfriend in Oshogbo. Till the man will die, the woman will never find out. Oh, except your one crayfish waka friend just mistakenly. They always find out their husband is cheating in those days by accident. There is no cell phone for you to check. You can't check his phone. Kò sí phone. Tó bá ní phone, àwọn fóònù aláfọwọ́yí 080 kò sí text message tó fẹ́ kà ń bẹ̀. Kò sí internet. Kò sẹ́ni tó ń send message sí lórí Facebook. Kò sẹ́ni tó ń send tó inbox ẹ̀ lórí Snapchat. Life is not that fast then. So it is easy to cheat. Just know how to keep secret. Just know how to make time. It's easy. Now, one olórí burúkú we just, everybody is a journalist now. You just enter hotel with one side chick now. Boom. One bastard will just snap your picture. Boom. Put it as status on his WhatsApp so that the person that's supposed to see it should see it. One man secretly did wedding with the side chick. Told the family of the wife that they want to jíṣẹ́ fún mi kó má pariwo. So they are doing a wedding with no loudness, no picture, nothing. He thought he's doing a secret wedding. The friend of the bride, excited, they're happy for their friend. So all of them now with their phone. You don't need to hire cameraman now. They come with their phone, they snap their friend, put it on their WhatsApp status. Bas. Before you know it, the wife, no one of them, saw the status only to see his husband exchanging marriage vow with another woman in the comfort of her home. She already got the news. Before the man returned home, he already have the details. The world is very small now. Cheating is very hard. This life is not, the old technology is not favoring the men at all. So marriage is different from what it used to be. It is extremely different now. Unfortunately, all of these interventions that are supposed to be auxiliaries to mankind, they have become the same reason why marriages are breaking. All of this good stuff that is supposed to make our life better, internet and mobile phones and social media, supposed to make us better, supposed to make life more easier. Yorùbá call it àwọn èlò amáyédẹrùn. But at the end of the day, bó ṣe ń máyédẹrùn tó ló ṣe ń ní marriage lára. We have unthinkable situations. Oh, you walk out of your marriage. That's why you think a bad thing has happened to you. There are some people who are still in that marriage. You are better than them. If you know what they are stomaching, cry every night and wake up in the morning and put foundation on their face and what? Stomach it. Ìwọ ń wo ẹgbẹ́ òlọ́kọ. Ẹ mọ̀ pé torí mi ò lọ́kọ náà ṣe ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ayé ṣe é. Torí ò ní sẹ́ǹsì náà ṣe ń bẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bí bá ṣe gbéra náà máa gbé. Àwọn tó wà ní ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn, púpọ̀ nínú wọn, mèrèké ló bò ó. People are going through ridiculous stuff. Thank you, image. Àwọn ọjà wá ti di FBI. The way women are functioning these days, before you make a move, they have catch you. Women are actually behaving like monitoring spirits. Bó wẹ̀ kó lo password 35 digits. Wọ́n máa mọ̀. The women of nowadays. It's not the women that our father married that we are getting married to. But you see, one of the most crucial part that bothers me When I begin to, have moments of counseling with people and talk to people and talk to people, open up. Sometimes what somebody needs to heal is just somebody to talk to. It's the issue of finance. So many people would want to walk out of a toxic relationship, but they have nothing to work to. Absolutely nothing. If they walk out today, they are as good as dead. Because everything they've ever worked for was jointly expended as couple in the marriage. So we are going to start by opening this question. Joint finances in marriage. Let's just go by comments. Let's take it one by one. Joint accounts. Smash or pass. You know what they mean by that? If you are in favor, say hi. Against, say nay. Joint accounts. As couples, young couples or old couples, your income, we both put it together. In favor, say aye. Against, say nay. Okay. Fire say yes, but I've not been seeing your check. O ṣé o sister mi, ṣé o ní bàjẹ́, aya orílẹ̀-èdè ọkọ. Ní ìyapa o. Alábòsí ni Fàyẹ́sì yẹn. No, let's first of all do this survey. Don't give us yes, but is it that yes or no? We are not going to the explanation now. We will go into the nitty-gritty. You say yes, yes. We just want aye or nay. Aye or nay, aye or nay, aye or nay. No we still have more no's. We are working differently and we are putting our money together to expend for family needs. We pay the mortgage, we do that, and then if you need something, you say it. If I need something, you say it. They say yes, they say yes. Our income àjọ dáwó pọ̀. Àjọ dà pọ̀. No, somebody say yes, but I will still have separate account. No, I'm saying joint account. Everything we dapo, and then if you need something for personal, we discuss it. You take money from it. That's what we are talking about. It's not if we say joint account and you still have your own personal account, then that's not joint account now. Everything wa ká dapo, ká dẹjọ fi gbọ́ bùkátà ilé tó bá ní ìdíwó, ká dẹjọ, no. We spend the last maybe 3-4 minutes. It's like we have 100 no's and 10 years. Somebody said it worked for some people, it will send some people to early grave. Okay, we will get there. I don't want to just talk and voice my opinion. Maybe at this point we are going to open phone line. Everybody already know the number to call. But let me just open a scenario to you so that we can have a picture of where we are going. Everybody say no, nay, smash, kò lè work. Almost. Okay. What of joint investments? As a family, we put our resources together to start a business. Smash or pass? In favor, say aye. Against, say nay. We put all our resources together to start a business. You think it's a good idea, or you say no, it's a bad idea? Yes, Oluwatobi say yes. Eri Ajiun say no. Kikelomo say yes. Adenike say, to be fair and honest with each and every one of us, I will say capital no. Yes, he say yes. Oluwatoyin say no. Not with this kind of irrational behaviors from me. Hey, excuse me. Why does she selfish by Kisoto? He say no. Yes. Tongate say yes. Aja Mosra say yes. Ìwúre ìwúre òwúrọ̀ àwọn orúkọ kan wà lórí Facebook. Gbàǹkan gbìnì. See, Bọ́láńlé say no. Janet T said we must have a written document. You are a fraudster. As couples, why do you have to make it formal? Somebody say why no? Say yes, no. Say your own. Don't question that person's own. Monsha say no, thanks. OJ say no. We still have more no than yes in this one. No. Ah, Stonegate say plenty yes. There is Adefunke said no. Okay. Seems like we still have more no's than yes. The third one, buying property together as family. Who is that joker at me? Buying property together as family. Like we put our resources together to buy a house. Or we're already living in this house, we buy another house, we leave it to rent. So all the houses, in favor say yes, against say no. Family property. Kekele say if we have a child together, we must put our child name on, or else could it work? Okay, yes, buying property together, we have more yes now. Yes, yes, yes. Kekele say nay. Ìwúre òwúrọ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Àwọn orúkọ bíi Nebuchadnezzar orí Facebook lẹ́tí máa rí. Somebody is a 419 here. He say 80% versus 20%. That's so indifference. For years, you are the only odd. You are just the only one. Somebody say my money won't be in the house. So that means it's a no. He may say yes, good husband material, 1,000 yard, don't share me. Yes, but there's no but. Is that is yes or no? Mary, there's no but. For property, yes. Yinkus, Gbadebo, indifference, say 50-50. Yes with both names. Yes, I will say yes. Okay. Let me tell you maybe one or two stories. And then we'll open it. The phone line is already on, and then we'll look at it. There is a couple who have been together for quite a sizable number of years. At least more than 2 decades. And God has blessed both husband and the wife. That they have quite a number of property where they reside. And the wife is a typical good wife, what they call housewife, African wife, that is designed to submit to the husband. So they are running a joint account. And they've been spending their money to pay their bills and then save for investments. I'm telling you a real life story, real life. Things get rocky a little bit when the wife finds out that the husband was cheating. Not only that, he was having an extramarital affair, he actually got another woman pregnant outside. Maybe by incident or by accident. I don't like this person. Did you see this? His house is our house. My house is my house. Oluwabusola, God will judge you. On behalf of every man, God will judge you. I don't like you. God, our God will judge you. You are not a good person. Ẹ burú ṣá, ẹ̀yin obìnrin, ẹ ṣe ìyàkà léèyàn báyìí. Now, the man was caught with infidelity. After the thing was discussed back and forth, the woman was furious, was angry. Things family gets involved, and then they beg the woman as usual. And the woman forgive the man. And they continue their life. Not too long before the woman finds out that the man did not only cheat then, did not only make a baby out of the cheating, but even after they had a fight and they have settled it for them and he's promised not to do that again, he finds out that the man still continued to have an affair with that same woman. To add insult to the injury, he realized that the house that the woman is living was bought by the man. So the question is, where did you get money from? Well, it's my money. The ego of a typical African man sets in. It's my money. Did I touch our joint money? Did I touch this? Did I touch? It is our money. But if we are running a joint account and I'm putting my 100 into this fund and you are expected to put your 100, how did you get money to buy a house for your side piece? I don't know if you are following. If you have 100% of my income goes into this joint account, the woman said to me that a direct deposit from the job is actually to the joint account. So those are the questions I want to ask you. The phone line will be open very soon. So let's say you are doing joint account. Will you put your direct deposits of your job to go straight into a joint account? The woman is curious. Please don't get it wrong. Before all the women will be coming with their lion claws and start tearing men apart. You guys should calm your nerves down. Money is not missing in the joint account. You got to put that in your mind. The woman has not had a problem with the expenditures of the account up until now because there has not been expenses that is unaccounted for. But there is a curiosity that comes with the fact that this account is supposed to have my 100 and your 100. And we both have been expending for this account and we know how it's been done. How did you get money to buy a house for your girlfriend? How did you get money? Well, it's my money. What do you mean by that? Now, this is another thing the man did. He bought a house for the girlfriend in his name and the name of the girlfriend. Their both name was in the house. The house that they live and the other house that they bought have their both names. Himself. No, sorry, wait, let me not go there. So the house that they bought for the girlfriend has both his name and the name of the girlfriend. So the man is saying, well, I bought the house, but you have the girl's name in the house, so you can't say you own the house. But the question is, how did you get money if your 100% is going to these accounts? He broke into a big fight I thought you were done with her in the first place. Yes, well, but you already have a child for me. Yeah, it doesn't matter. What we agreed was that you have made the mistake, you are letting her off, and that's it. You are going to be only taking care of your child with her. But clearly, you're having an affair with her. You are still sleeping with her. He broke into a fight of up 100. She really can't take it no more. She really can't. So she wants to change the order. She went to see a lawyer to put in for a divorce. And when the lawyer asked, okay, so you guys have property together? She said, yes. What did you have property together? He said that we have, I think, about 3 houses together in different locations. Now, the problem is this. All the property they've ever bought together as couples have the name of the man alone. This is a pathetic story that took me some breath to even know what to say. Everything they've ever had, the woman love and trust the husband, and the man has been a good man. Don't get it wrong. Go. Until tọrọ àgbèrè wọlé yìí, the woman did not have a problem with how the man is spending the money. So they just put money together, and the man, because this woman is a man, even our own car is being serviced by the husband. Those women, some of you think, let me not take my judgment here. Let me give you the story first, so that before I would say some truth to it. I will tell you some things you need to hear. Those women who they have flat tire on the road, they say, honey, táyà mi ti jò, ṣé fọgá ló fẹ́ ni? Sórí ẹ̀ ò pé ni? Pé insurance now. L'America, àbí get a gas station. What does it take to just put that in and blow your tire? Honey, nǹkan kan dún kẹ̀kẹ̀kẹ̀kẹ̀ lábẹ́ mọ́tò yìí, ṣé mẹ́kò lọkọ ẹ̀ ni? Some women want a man to be Super Mario. And it's nothing wrong if men come true. It's not, don't get it wrong. Men coming true for you is not out of place. Some of you think that's how you are being reminded that is showing you love. You think those are the things that if you sọkọ lọ́rùn, ọkọ mi ń tọ́jú mi, àti mọ́tò mi, èmi ò ń service mọ́tò mi, ò service mọ́tò rí, ọkọ mi ló máa ń gbé, ló máa ń ṣe nǹkan tó dáa ní o, but madam jẹ́ kí n sọ fún ẹ, over the years you will disconnect from the social world. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó máa mọ̀ ṣe. Ọjọ́ tó mi bá tọ̀ ìwẹ̀ gbé ẹ lẹ́nu, á ní ẹ lára, because kò sí nǹkan kan tó ti ẹ bá kọ́ láti ṣe. Ọkọ mi, hey my dear, kí la máa ṣe sí kinní báyìí? Okay, kinní pọ̀ la máa ṣe. Ìwọ náà ló máa ṣe. You think it is oyọ̀? You think it is submission? Jẹ́ ká ṣe kinní kan, okay, mo ti pọ́, jẹ́ ká ṣe. Tó bá dọ̀la máa jọ lọ. Tó bá ti nǹkan tó bá ti san náà ni, bóyá lọ ṣe. Mọ́tò wo ló fẹ́ rà? Ṣé o mọ̀ pé mi ò mọ mọ́tò, nǹkan tó bá ti sọ, mi kàn fẹ́ ká mọ SUV mo fẹ́, o mọ̀ sódà máa lè máa ojú mi ò kì í rí wájú dáadáa nù ká. Okay, Jeep wo ló fẹ́ rà? Anyone tó bá ti sọ ọkùnrin náà ni, wọ́n á dẹ̀ lọ ra Hyundai, wọ́n á dẹ̀ gbé sí ND. Ọkọ ẹ tẹjọ́ ń ṣe joint account, ó dẹ̀ ń lo Benz Jeep, ó ń lo BMW S6, ìwọ ń lo Hyundai Sonata. Pẹ̀lẹ́dà ẹ̀ ṣe gbà nígbà tí ẹ kó mọ̀ yàtọ̀ mọ́tò àti mọ́tò. You think it is ayọ̀? It is ayọ̀. Oh, baby, I saw this place. Okay, I'll help you check it tomorrow. The only thing you do for yourself is shop. You don't know any mechanic at all. You've been driving for 7 years. You've been driving for 13 years. You don't know any mechanic shop. You don't know what they do if you take your car to dealership for servicing. You have never done it. I know a woman who said he doesn't even put gas in her car. Tí bá dídé mo kàn máa ń drop key mi ni, mi kì ọkọ mi ló mọ, ọkọ mi tó bá dé ó máa mú key mi máa lọ repo sínú ẹ̀. I'm telling you real life story. Like 2 years ago, there is a lady I know, not too far from here. You only man go me by that the husband just bought and changed the car for her, and one day the husband is far away. He picked up her car and she needed to buy gas. She went to gas station. Ó dẹ̀ ta diesel sínú mọ́tò, ó ta diesel sínú káà tó ń lo petrol. Kò mọ yàtọ̀ nọ́ọ̀sù yẹn, ó dẹ̀ gbé kinní yẹn, ó dẹ̀ ta diesel sínú mọ́tò yẹn, engine dẹ̀ knock dànù. Mọ́tò tuntun tán ṣẹ̀ rà. Nígbà tí òṣèré èrè. Standing up for yourself and doing things for yourself is not because your husband is not caring, it's because you want to be relevant for your own life. Thank you. Let me pin that. See, let's not talk about the one that the husband disappoints you. There's nobody that has a promise of tomorrow. There is nobody that have a promise of tomorrow. Some people's life became miserable when they lost their partner. The husband died, boom. Ayé ẹ̀ bàjẹ́ kò lè pick up mọ́. She can't do anything. Wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbá lọ́tún sósì. Some women, their husband even left some inheritance for them. But kò lè manage ẹ̀, kò ṣerú ẹ̀ rí. You have lived 30 years with a man that do everything, virtually everything for you. It's good to have such a good man, no, but madam, don't abuse it. Once in a while, say báwo lẹ ṣe ń ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ kí n bá yín débẹ̀. Ẹ fẹ́ ra ilé tẹ́ fi owó joint account fẹ́ fi rà. Lọ sign ní tẹ́fọ́kọ́ tẹ́ bá ṣe sọ náà ni, ó ń bá yí ara ẹ jẹ́ ni. Some things you think o fi ń yọ̀. Ṣèbọ́kọ mi ni, ṣé màá tún máa ṣọ́? Kó má dàbí pé mò ń ṣọ́ lọ́wọ́ ṣọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Ṣèbọ́kọ mi ni. Do you know that some men died suddenly and their wife do not even know where the documents to their asset is? Not because the husband is hiding it, but because the woman is careless. She have no idea pọ́kọ òun tiẹ̀ ní àwọn property kan. She have no idea pọ́kọ òun tiẹ̀ ní investment kan. You are driving a car. You don't know where the call silencer. You don't know where the injector of any car is. You cannot run out of lubricant fluid and can just buy it at the gas station and just change your fluid by yourself. Just fluid. Èmi ò mọ̀ ń pa mọ́tò. For how long? Go dẹ̀ ti wa mọ́tò for 13 years. Èmi ò mọ̀ ń pa mọ́tò. Ìdẹ̀ ń sọ inú ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń dùn. Ọkọ mi ló máa ń dùn gbogbo yẹn. Ìyà ń jẹ. Ìyà ń jẹ. Let me finish this story. The lawyer realized that every property they've ever acquired only have the signature of the man. And then he asked the woman, I thought you said it, but they say, yeah, I don't need it. Ọkọ mi ló máa ń do it. He's the one that always handle it. And the lawyer said, well, I'm afraid I must tell you, you are walking out of this marriage empty. He said, no, kò lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. And she was mentioning how much she contributed. 70,000 ni mo kó lẹ́ta fi jọra lé. 100,000 yẹn gbà kan. Mo wá san. In fact, I did not add this to it. This joint account that I'm telling you, the wife make more income than the husband. That is why it's surprising. How do you buy a house for a girlfriend and we are supposed to be putting our 100 together? Where did you get the money from? The wife make more income. But you see, don't make a mistake by thinking that the wife wasn't aware that it's the name of the husband that is on the property. No, she was aware. She was just okay with it. I don't dá gbogbo nǹkan pọ̀ ní àwọn náà dé máa àwọn dáàdì ló dé máa ń du ẹ̀. So it's not as if it's not as if the man lied or the man deceived her, that she was aware that it's the name of the man that has been on everything. But that was fine by her because it is the husband that always do things, run the house. The husband just feed her back. Àwọn dáàdì náà máa ń handle ẹ. Àwọn kankan wà kì í ṣe you using it to brag to your friend. Tó o bá wá ní ọkọ mi ló máa ń ṣe gbá, ọkọ mi ló máa bí jẹ́ kára kí ni kan mọ́. Mi ìmọ̀ tí má dédé mo máa sọ fún ọkọ mi. O fẹ́ gbaṣẹ́ tuntun kó o fill the application lásán, job application. Tí bébì bá dé ó máa bá mi ṣe. O ò lè dá ṣe resume. O dẹ̀ fẹ́ níláárí. Wàhálà ò ń ṣeré ni. Every form you have ever filled in your life, your husband have to come and do it. To you, that's what makes a good husband. That what explains that you are enjoying your marriage. You are surely broken in your marriage, for real. It's a good thing for the man. No, love is good though. Men should do things for their husband though. Men are not complaining on behalf of the men. No. But in the interest of you. Put your eyes in it. Do you know that a woman can actually send the wrong signal to the husband? Even if the man is not having the ideation before. Once they begin to see carelessness and laxity and ignominy, you are showing such a negligible behaviors, they will just clear, see that they can take a pass on you. And that's easy. No, the man is not wicked. You can't see that. Did you hear what I said? Money was not missing in the joint account. According to the estimate that is supposed to be, the woman makes more than the man makes less amount, and whatever she thinks the man makes is what the man has been putting in the joint account. And everything that has been sent from that account, she knows about it. So she's just shocked. There's no explanation to where does this man get money from. It becomes a mystery. I will tell you very soon where he got money from. They realize that, why do you say you buy a house together and everything, all your properties are in the name of the man alone? Then it was okay. Now, ìjà ti dé, orin ti di skelewu. Ìjà ti dé, orin dòwe. It's not okay. How did she go about it from the angle of legality? How will she go about not walking out of this marriage empty-handed after many years of investment? 20-something years of marriage. 20-something years of marriage. They say, Auntie, mo like woman, like fridge yín yẹn o. Kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ náà? Fridge tó ti ń lò ní kitchen for 5 years. Bóyá ó dàbí pé bóyá Samsung àbí LG. Mi ì rántí dáàdì wa ló rà ń gbà yẹn. Orí ẹ̀ dàrú. Orí ẹ̀ dàrú dànù. Àwọn ará àwòrán ní orí ẹ̀ dàrú. It is not enjoyment, it is you are not enjoying, you are surely burúkú. You say it among your friends. When you are gisting them, daddy wọ́n ṣe ọkọ mi ló ti òun ló máa ń lọ ṣe mí. Ọkọ mi ọkọ ẹ̀ ń kọ̀ kò sí nílé ó lọ service mọ́tò mi. Kò sí nílé ó lọ service mọ́tò mi. Your alábòsí friend say ọ̀rẹ́ mi ìgbádùn yìí pọ̀. Ìyàwó gíní ó ga o. Ìwọ ló máa ń lo ẹ̀gbọ́n ló máa ń lo bọ̀dá ìgbó. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi ó ga o. Òun ló ṣe ń dán ó kàn ń dán bí ẹ̀yìn áyán ti ẹni. Tó o bá ti dìde tó o lọ, wọ́n á wí dàgbà lórí burúkú ní ti bá yé ọkùnrin yẹn jẹ́. Ṣé ìyàwó lélẹ́yìí? Kí ló kò sí tó lè dá ṣe? They will judge you behind you. Gbogbo nǹkan tó rò pé o fi ń ṣe pẹ́pẹ́ dẹ̀ fún wọn yẹn. They are using it to judge you when you leave. Mo like fíríjì yín yẹn o. Fíríjì yín yẹn tẹ́ ṣe ra yẹn mú dé. Kí mo fẹ́ ra kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ ná? Mi ìrántí dáàdi wa ló ra fíríjì tó ti lò fọdún 5. Ò morúkọ ẹ̀. You are driving a car. What's the name of your car? Police pull you over in your own car. License and registration. Ìbò ló wà wà báyìí. Wọ́n ní ọlọ́pàá dá mi dúró, kí ni mo máa sọ? Búyà wọn náà. Ọlọ́pàá dá mi dúró, wọ́n ń béèrè registration mọ́tò, ìbò ló wà. Ṣé no save? Ṣé ti wájú? Trunk ẹ̀yìn ni. Some women are that careless. Tómi bá wọ ìgbín lẹ́nu, tó bá di pé wọ́n separate àbí ọkọ yẹn tiẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó láṣọ fún Ọlọ́run ló ń ṣọ́ wa. Tó bá kú ńkọ́, ìbò ló ti fẹ́ pick life ẹ̀. Kó fi $10 million lẹ̀ fún ẹ. Irú ẹni obìnrin yẹn ò lè là, it's a question of time. Ó máa dẹ́dùn àárín last ni. Ó máa jábọ́ last. Let me finish this story so that it is you that will be talking. Me too, I can chill. It's chat room. We are supposed to be having conversation. So the lawyer stepped into this situation. They are looking every possible means for her not to walk out of this marriage in vain. But you see, the wife, she has a good job. She don't even mind walking away. But she's still in mystery. How does this man who makes a low income was able to afford to buy a house, to build a house for this girlfriend? It happened apparently that when they begin, so the lawyer is looking for her to just help her. So they begin to get all the documents to the property and evaluate them. Okay, did you pay for this one when you want to buy it? You put the down payment? How much did you put? Did you have they went to a bank statement, go back 5 years, trying to get all the statements as evidence to be led in court. So was their properties. This is how the man got the money to buy a house. One of the houses that they bought, that God has blessed them with, the man has went on, not really went behind, because don't forget, the woman don't bother. The man must probably discuss it because the woman don't know anything called refinancing. The man went to refinance the house. They refinanced this house, got a lower rate because of their, good standing in paying, got a lower rate, and then valuer came and then valued the house. By the time this same house, let us say, for example, that they bought like 250,000, was valued as when they now refinance it for about $400,000. More than double the price that they bought it. So this man refinanced the house and sold the house. Bought another house of the same quality in a nearby location and used the dividends of that transaction. This is my house. Who appreciate the value. So who refinance it? So difference again was about 250,000. That was what he spent in buying another house where the girlfriend lives. Tí wọ́n fi revalue ilé, tí wọ́n fi refinance ilé, tí wọ́n fi ta ilé, tán fi ra ìmíì. Madam yóò mọ̀. Kì í ṣe pọ́kọ yẹn ò sọ fún un, kò kọbi ara sí ni. Don't get it wrong. Because in the first place, kò mọ location bí ilé tí fẹ́ sùn yẹn wà. Wọ́n ń gba rent, ó ń rí bí rent ṣe ń wọnú account. As long as the rent was still coming, she did not see anything going wrong. He sold the house for a better value than the purchase price. and use the differences to buy another house where you put the side chick. So it's like, ilé tèmi àti ẹjọ́ fowó rà tutututu. And depression setting. Pain setting. Anger setting. Anger setting. Do you know that the man, technically or legally, he has not defrauded this woman financially. He has only traded with their savings. He didn't cheat the woman. He only traded and make profit of her. There is no legal ground to charge that man. There are just moral justification to nail him as being bad. But there's no legal ground. That man can't be charged for anything. Because we bought the house, yes, we still have the house. What are you talking about? They are just moral justification that you can, reprimand him or stereotype him with. But there's no legal ground. He hasn't done anything. I told you that we bought 3 houses. Yes, we still have 3 houses. So what? Who is wrong or right in this story? Let's get a cross opinion. And then I will just round up with my submission. What I think and I'm going to advise when it comes to joint account and joint property and then joint investments. I have stories. If I want to give you story, we can't finish it today. We have to continue again. But from this scenario, who are we supposed to blame? The number to call is on your screen, 202-297-3054. Let's dialogue. And then we pick a niche and a lesson from there before we call it a day. Yes, let's dialogue. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dialogue. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dialogue. It will be women today. I have entered it. Hello? Hello, good evening. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, yeah. Sorry. Thank you for the topic that you are treating.
Okay.
Wonderful and educative topic like that. I just want to talk to the women on the platform because I'm a living testimony. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, everybody's hearing you.
Yeah. So, women, please, I would just like to tell you that life is just like a pendulum. Àwọn Yorùbá máa ń sọ pé ayé ò dàbí ọ̀pá ìbọn ni mo bó ṣe ń pòwe yẹn. Ṣé this life kò stable? On life no balance. I remember when I wanted to come to United States of America, but first America, gbogbo property pata, gbogbo papers, property, pata, everything. I brought it down here, original copies to America. Women, ẹ jẹ́ ká tá bá fẹ́ marry, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi brain wa marry. Ṣe love nìkan. Love is important, of course, because it's very important. But bó bá ṣe ń love ọkùnrin, má sọ brain ẹ sílẹ̀. Mú brain ẹ dání láti love ọkùnrin. Because ṣe é sweet mouth, ó pọ̀ gan fáwọn ọkùnrin. But ìwọ ló máa mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. I was in this US all by myself with my children. When I came to US, because when I was in Nigeria, I have drivers, I have cook, I have my house, I have my business, everything. But ó dọjọ́ kan mo kàn jókòó ni, wọ́n ní ẹ dúró náà. Ṣé gbogbo ẹ máa dọ́gba bí ìrẹsì ni? Ṣé life táwa lò Naija làwọn ọmọ inú náà máa tún lò? I just decided to relocate my children when that opportunity came that time. Opportunity was Simonson, the way embassy. And I thought when I relocated, people were saying, okay. Is this woman okay? Is she mad? How can she leave all this edifice? How can she leave all this thing and go to America? Bọ̀bọ̀ sọ fún wọn nígbà yẹn. Mo ní ayé ń lọ, ayé ń bọ̀. Mo ní tó bá rí opportunity lọ. Nísìnyí gbogbo àwọn tó bú mi nígbà yẹn, gbogbo wọn ń bẹ̀ mí ní gbogbo àwọn ṣe fẹ́ relocate. Mo náà àbáyé ń ṣe yìí. Ẹ jókòó ti Buhari o, ẹ ní láti relocate o. Nígbà tèmi relocate nígbà yẹn bí 9 years ago tí mo kọ́ tẹ̀ sí dá, dollar when we came to America, dollar was like maybe $1 to 120, 130, 140 dollar. Nígbà tí mo relocate. So when I came to America, I came with everything. Nǹkan tí mo lè tà mo tà, èyí tí mi ò lè tà mo ti pa, èyí tí a máa fi rent. I brought those children here. Now, gbogbo wọn sì wọ́n ń gbàdúrà fún mi. My husband said, àwọn ọkùnrin máa ń ní láíláí mo lè lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà o. Wọ́n á máa lọ tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ again. Mo ní wọ́n máa worry. Ìwọ ṣáà máa ṣe Naija. Máa mójútó business. I came to America with 5 children. The first time I would drive freeway, I was crying because one baby don't motor but me ever drive púpọ̀ ní Naija. Ṣé wọn ayé Nàìjíríà yẹn wọ́n ń gbé mi káàkiri ní màá fẹsẹ̀ yìí Naija. But when I came to America, they told me you have to do this by yourself. I said, hey, Jesus, show me this father. But I thank God for the kind of confidence I have. But you know what? Ebi mo sọ pé mo fẹ́ relocate. Ebi mo ní mo fẹ́ ní independent because tó bá lówó Naija, they were independent. I like abroad, whether UK, whether America, whether Germany, I like their system. Their system will make you to understand. Their system will make you to be independent. As àwọn obìnrin tó bá jẹ́ wípé ayé wọn, ìṣẹ̀dá wọn, ọ̀lẹ náà fi tọ́ wọn. So when I came to America, I put everything up to now. Ilé tí mo rà up to now. Ọkọ mi tó wà Naija, ọkọ mi máa ń bọ̀. Kò mọ̀ pé mo ra ilé, kò mọ̀ pé mo ṣe ilé, kò mọ̀ pé mo ṣe ọ̀hún, kò mọ̀ pé mo padà sí school, kò mọ̀ gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí mo ti ní, kò mọ̀ pé mo ṣe. I stood up by myself. Gbogbo àwọn life Naija yẹn, mo party. Mo kọ́kọ́ block gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́. I block all of them. I block everybody. Gbogbo àwọn aṣọ, èmi ní party, I block everything. Mo wá tún láyé mi bẹ̀rẹ̀. Now, my children, 2 of them, they are in medical school. Now, mo ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, àṣebàṣe máa àgbàwé wa ìwé jáde, we have our papers and everything. Now, my children were, mommy, you sacrificed your life for us. We can never forget you. Ohun tí mo ṣe, mi kọ́kọ́ ni mo gba independence fáwọn ọmọ mi. So, this is a this is a wonderful and educative topic. Ẹ̀yin obìnrin, in fact, that is why I like Ṣadé Ọkọ́yà. Go and look at the life of that woman. Kò fẹ́ pé torí pé òun ló ń kọ́kọ́ jókòó, ẹ wo bó ṣe mú business yẹn, ẹ wo bó ṣe run business yẹn. Tí bàbá ti dàgbà, in fact, tó bá tiẹ̀ fún Ṣadé ní any will nínú kan tí bàbá Ọkọ́yà ní, Ṣadé ó ti dúró fún ẹ. She stood for herself. Àwọn obìnrin ẹ má jẹ́ ká ní ọkọ mi á ṣe. In fact, a lot of things mo ṣe wà l'Amẹ́ríkà yìí, ọkọ mi ṣì ń béèrè ideas lọ́wọ́ mi. Báwo ni ká ṣe kí ni màá yọkùn ṣe báyìí, lọ báyìí, báyìí ló ṣe máa ṣe. Even I was telling my kids, ọ̀nà abáàlẹ̀ ṣe kí ni fridge mo ti túnṣe láàárọ̀ yìí. Bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, mo ti gbé fridge, mo ti wọ fridge, mo ti wọ refrigerator mi, mo ti túnṣe. TV, mo ti túnṣe. Àwọn obìnrin náà lè fix battery sínú ordinary remote. Àwọn obìnrin míì cable, wọn ò mọ bó ṣe máa pe àwọn company tó máa ṣe cable. Ìgbà tí mo ra lé obìnrin ni mí fúnra mi ni mo forí kó ẹrù. Wọ́n ní kí n lọ pé yúwọ̀, mo ní yúwọ̀ òṣìwò. Mo ní mọ́tò méjì, ó yá àyàn ọkùnrin mi, mo ní ìwọ gbé mọ́tò kan, èmi náà gbé mọ́tò kan. A bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kó ẹrù yẹn ni, mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí drive mo dẹ̀ lọ síbi iṣẹ́ lálẹ́. Tí má ti láti iṣẹ́ báyìí, màá tún lọ kó ẹrù yẹn, mo ní yúwọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ànúwò. Káà ni mo fi kó gbogbo ẹrù tí mò ń lọ tí mo bọ̀ tí ọkọ mi ò sí mi because ọkọ mi Naija ló ń gbà torí business. Ó máa wọ́n máa lọ ni. A kó ẹrù yẹn, a ṣe everything nínú òjò nínú snow. Mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń tò ìbá táwọn mi, ìwọ̀n bá tó lè ṣe àjọṣe. Láì gba anybody láti bá wa kó ẹrù. So it's very important for us to know. Kò sí pépà tẹ bá bèrè lóbi ṣe pépà ilé Nàìjíríà ni àbí pépà ilé ibi tá à ń gbé l'Amẹ́ríkà yìí ni màá dìde pẹ̀lú lóru màá níbi tó wà rè. Orúkọ rẹ́tọ̀ wà rè. Nọ́mbà rè. Lọ́ọ̀yà mi rè. Nǹkan tó sọ pé ká ṣe rè. Everything. I will be on, please. Ọlọ́mọ lè kẹ́ni ti ṣe ọkọ èèyàn. Mi ò lè ní feeling ẹ̀. Because I've already stood up for myself. I've been doing it. So this is a wonderful, that's why I say I'm a living testimony. This is a wonderful topic. Can't stand up. Can't stand up. God bless you, brother Victor. God bless you. I just want to share my own experience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. This is just like I just playing the story of my life. Like,
wow.
When I got married, like, my husband was everything. I got married to him. We were friends. We dated for actually like 12 years. He has always been there for me. He has never given me room to do things. So I can't at some point, because it does the thinking for me. He does everything. He has password to everything. I asked him all questions. Like, I don't even have my own brain. There's nothing I can actually do for myself. Not like I run a business, yes, but so many things. Like even at times, I'll tell him I can't remember the password of my account. He'd be like, sure, okay. He's the one. I'm always. It's like he's my risk. I'm always having questions to ask him. Even common generator. See, generator ba baje ni no le. Come baje go come day. Me o le tan gen. I'll sit down in the dark. At some point, he just told me, you just need to start. What if I'm not around? He keeps telling me these things, but I never saw it coming. I'm like, what do you mean? Even his email, it would be on my own system. He would give me his access to his account. I would not even put my mind. I'll be like, I'm not interested in all this. He shall be doing it. And he does those things. All of a sudden, my husband died. I'm telling you. My life, I don't know how to explain it. My life just went on toss, as if I was not breathing. I wasn't even thinking of anything. I was like, let me just die. Because there's nothing I can do. I can't even think of, say, every woman, I'm still telling every woman, don't say your husband, my husband was crying, loving. Yeah, it was every woman's dream. But the side effect is bad because I am still struggling. It's 2 years now. I'm still trying to do so many things, put so many things in place. It's just what I've been learn so many things. I am grateful because at some point, when it comes to the account, it's always like you should know these things. Anytime I ask him, joking password, they'll be like, why need Latin rotini? Kilo for you. So in yellow jekimo, I want password. Even my own phone, he unlocks it for me. I'll be like, I'm telling you, if not for those me few times, because basically even TV, fridge, till now, I can't tell you the name of the fridge I'm using because but now, my brother, I have to figure it out the hard way because even when I'm traveling, if you say you have appointment, what did your mama do? You be like, he don't share now. I'll be like, oh, I'm okay. Business, but they go back on business.
Hello. We can't afford to lose that. That's deep. That's deep.
Especially when it comes to computer, I'll be like, hey, it might take me time, but I will figure it out eventually. But I'll be like, on a good day, I don't even have to stress myself like that. It will just do it and submit all the files and do everything. But I'm grateful to God. Eventually, I'm just saying, every woman, don't be ignorant of anything. Anything. Even if documents delay gone when my in-laws wanted to take, in fact, they almost took everything from me. I was just grateful that he told me where it was. If not, I'm telling you, I don't care. Even if I don't call Iwele gone, when they wrote his name on the Iwele, he had to return the receipt and say, no, this house is for my children. He changed the name. Because èmi mo lọ gba receipt, èmi mo sọ pé orúkọ tí wọ́n máa kọ sí lélẹ̀. He had to tell me, return the receipt. We went back. He wrote my name and those of my kids. That was my saving grace. He went back and changed. I said, no. I don't know, maybe he has seen the future. I don't know why he did that. I'm telling you, I was just like, why did I have to go through this? Please, every woman, don't be ignorant. So just be alert. Do things, be independent. Do things on your own. Till today, I'm still finding it hard to drive, to do so many things because he does everything for me, which is, it was good initially, but right now it's not because it's a struggle. I have to take care of my kids, do things, slow process. And me asking people, checking sound foolish, but like, why would you say you don't know this thing? You should know it now. Have you not been using it? So you understand? But me, keep in mind because my taking something and I will learn. And I've been doing it now. And I'm sure God will be helping me. But I'm telling every woman, please, learn to do things. Don't be ignorant. Be independent. When is no more there, so that you can survive. For 6 months, I was blank. I could not think. So like my life has gone. I can't even comprehend anything. So I would not even like anybody to experience it. That's my own for today.
Thank you very much. That is deep, man. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. We can't emphasize this enough. Can't emphasize this enough. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I just want to contribute one or two things to the program.
Go ahead, man.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay. Yes, with regards to the program going on, I believe one thing we should always have at the back of our mind as couple when we get married is it's not about not trusting anybody. It's not about saying, oh, maybe this person might do this or that. But as a human being, we are all subject to change at any time. You as a woman, you can change and the man can change. So if you come together as couple, I believe at the initial stage, at the toothless stage of your relationship, when the relationship is still young, both should go out there, work hard, do things separately. Me as a wife, let me go out there, work. You as a husband, do whatever you can do. If there's anywhere the husband is lacking behind, the wife can come in and help. At the same time, the husband can come in and help the wife. But the main thing is, if you want to do major things like you want to buy a property, fine. You two can buy property together. You can buy a house together, build a house together. But it should be in both of your names. Don't make the mistake of saying it should be in the husband or the wife's name at any time. Do it legally so that eventually, if anything should happen, the woman will not be pained. It won't be, oh, he did this to me, he cheated me. Even if for any reason you guys want to go separate ways, you can always do things amicably, and that will not make you enemies for life because you've not been cheated. But in a situation whereby it probably is only and if 100% of it is your money, you can buy the property in your name. I believe there's nothing bad in it. Both of you can live in there as husband and wife. If eventually, if your husband, if you stay together and remain married for life, you are both going to enjoy it at the end of the day. If it's a normal couple, if everybody behaves in the normal way, if it's not as if the woman is, if she's not the type that will go out there and cheat on her husband or the wife. So if everything is being done in a way, like a Yoruba proverb, in whatever you do, if you leave that space, no matter how close you are with your husband, always have it at the back of your mind that anything can happen. I'm not saying at the end of LHOY, you can be together you can live together, do everything together, and at the end of the day, you will both enjoy whatever you have at old age. You don't hide anything from your husband as a woman, and also the woman should not hide anything. The husband should not hide anything from the wife. But whatever you do, Emma and if the wife do your own thing, let the husband do his own thing. You see, all this doing things together, as we have common purse, we do common pockets, we do this. At the end of the day, in your meeting, see, if 100 people should do that, hardly will you see. You can't see 10 that will end up well. There will always be something. It's either the woman or the man that misbehaves. So to avoid at the end of the day, at the onset, and in relationship, it will get to a stage either the man or the woman will misbehave. But at the end of the day, so where you did things well, you can still come together later. Even when you talk about the misbehave, you might be separated for 5 years, for like maybe few times. Okay, man, you might not be living happily together. But at the end of the day, you guys might still come together, resolve things, and continue with your life. But in a situation where in your constant film, I've been cheated, then that person will be seriously paying. I will look for different ways to revenge. So I believe as husband and wife, the fact that you are married, you can always, even if the wife is earning more than the husband, you can always say, okay, at home, your mortgage, maybe your rent is £1,000. The woman might even be paying £700, and the man is paying whatever he can afford. And whatever the woman can still do, you want to start your business, have your own brand, have something. At the end of the day, it's still for both of you. But only as long as you both know what you are doing, it's still for both of you as husband and wife. Whatever I have as a woman is for my husband, and whatever my husband has is for me. But at the same time, only limit so that in case anything should happen, everybody can go separate ways. Still, they will see wahala. So that's the way I see it. But if you start from the beginning, we have to do things together, at the end of the day, there will be problem. I can guarantee you. Especially nowadays, like you said, with social media, a lot of things will come in. Even things still share what your husband is not doing. You might see things on his phone. You might see things will happen, and as nobody angry. He's been cheating on me. Despite me, we bought house and it's my money. We did this, it's my money. You start thinking of things, but in a situation where okay, I have my money, I'm building, I'm investing in my business. If he wants to misbehave, let him misbehave. Could he do you? Because you are already. But if my husband does not misbehave, whatever I have at the end of the day is for both of us. So anybody can be at only in the upper hand in relationship. But whatever you do, just make sure that you spell it out properly so that there won't be a problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow. I have always been of the philosophy that another caller. It's women today. Hello?
Hello, Uncle King.
Yes, Mom.
You are appreciated.
Sharing
me opinions in you. Oh, and from experience, obìnrin gbọ́dọ̀ wà independent. Obìnrin dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nǹkan tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀. Because mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé nígbà tí èmi married my first husband, I did everything and anything with him. I mean, I had an experience of giving him $20,000 every year for good 8 years consecutively. Calling in Niger. At the end of the day, Bóyá to the shame to the devil or to the glory of the Lord. Ilé méjèèjì ó ti kó lọ o. Obìnrin ó ti remarry. Okay. I'm here left with 3 kids. Kò tẹ̀ tó tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ yìí. I don't be the same city, you know. So from my experience, èmi náà ti fẹ́ lò mí o. But it's tough. How do you trust men? Even though ẹni tí mo fẹ́ is such a wonderful man, God-fearing, but ó ṣì ń jẹ díẹ̀díẹ̀ nínú ìyà ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ ṣẹ̀ mí tó ṣe fún mi. Because mo find it hard láti mo support ẹ o because ìlú òyìnbó yìí it takes two to tango. Èèyàn kan ò lè dá ṣe tó bá fẹ́ lóko èèyàn lọ. But yet ó ṣàgbá sọ pé gbogbo ọkùnrin ló pèsè bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo wicked? Because wọ́n ní obìnrin tọ́lé ọkọ méjì or something the way they say it. So mo ti try méjì. I know the good and the bad. But ó tough láti máa trust totally 100%. So that's just my own contribution. Káwọn obìnrin wà independent. Do you?
Yeah. Hello? Hello? Oh, we lost that. I'm still asking a very fundamental question. In the scenario that we had. Oh, sorry, the number is not there anymore. It might be no. The number to call is on the screen right now. Ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ẹ yé bá wa lójú dé ẹ yí padà o. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, from the story you told, I think that there was no way for the wife to realize that something like that is going on.
Right.
That because what I will say is because you probably use the husband's credit to get a loan. And when you're getting a house, when you're getting a mortgage, you always advise that one person uses your credit to get a mortgage just in case something goes wrong. And if the man has to refinance, it's actually very, very hard for the woman to know because it's not in her name.
Right.
So I really don't see much of what she did wrong in this situation, but I just feel like the man was just wicked.
That's so right. That's very correct.
Yeah, so that's all I have to say to that.
Thank you very much.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, the last caller made a very fundamental statement. I did not add some part to that story. Now, taking your headphone to remove everybody you can weep. Women, hear me. To whom it may concern. Do you know in reality, I did not add that part. This woman don't have a credit card. Like, she doesn't have a credit history until this whole divorce thing started. There is nothing in her name. Nothing. Every car she has ever drove was either bought cash down or bought in the credit of the husband. She has never owned a credit card. Like, there is absolutely nothing in her name. No credit history, not to talk of having good credits. No credit at all. I'm not telling you somebody who got to America 2 years ago. I'm not saying somebody who got to America 5 years ago. I'm talking who have spent more than 2 decades in America. gbọ́ mi dáadáa àǹtí. Ẹlòmíì ayé kan ló ń ṣe o. Carelessness ni ó bá yé jẹ́. Carelessness. This story I'm bringing to us today is not the first or the second of some of you. Some, our very dearly beloved African women, who says, gbèsè ní credit card. Èmi ò like credit card ní tèmi o. Gbèsè ní. Ó ń bá yára ẹ jẹ́ máa. Please go and get a financial advisor. Let them advise you. This system here, Western world, is designed, is built on credit. You will not amount to anything substantial in life if you don't have a credit. Whoever told you that credit is busy is short-sighted, he has no vision, is myopic, stupid. I can't count the number of women that are doing pretty well in life and they have been here for ages. In fact, one, it's my co-worker, I just bought the phone the last day when the Pro Max came out. Oh, I like this phone. She's been using iPhone 6 for years. So she liked my phone. I like the camera. And then she want to buy a phone. And then I said, well, it's 1,100. They say, I said, well, you can finance it. There are a couple of people, you can put it on Klarna, you can put it on Afterpay, you can go to your provider and get a phone. And then they went to the provider and then where you want to buy to finance a phone. This woman does not have a credit history. And I'm like, no, it's not possible. This one is doing well. And, by the time I ever did the application, I was embarrassed. Not a single credit card, even secure credits, is not in her name. It's a thing to have a low credit. Do you know you rather have a low credit for a lender? You rather have a low credit than to have a no credit. You don't have an history at all? No. No lender wants to talk to you. It is foolishness. It is foolishness. Get a financial advisor. What you don't know, don't take it. See, we have an idea in Africa of running away from what we are not accustomed to. Because you want to be in a safe zone. No, sometimes safe zone kills. Because we don't understand how credit works, we just don't want to go there. Please, women, I beg you in the name of God, get somebody who understands it. Let them explain to you the system of this Western world. Let them explain to you. See, some of you, the reason why you will die as a fool is because your ego will not make you ask questions. The reason why you will die as an ignorant is because you felt it will be demeaning to you to ask questions of what you don't know. And what you don't know continue to be a God in your life. What you don't know, you become a prey to it. Some of you have been thinking of starting your business since. You have been thinking of starting your own business since. You are looking for funds everywhere. You are working overtime, extra time. Ẹlòmíì àkókò go tó dé. Níbi tó ti fi overtime bá yí ara ẹ̀ jẹ́ dé. Mi láìkí kí n máa gbà kan láwọn, mo máa láì máa dájọ́. Òun ṣiṣẹ́ bí ẹni máa kú, ṣiṣẹ́ méjì, ṣiṣẹ́ mẹ́ta. Òun dájọ́ bí ọ̀nà mẹ́rin. Ọgbọ́n ògódé ẹ̀mí pin Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kó rí o. Because tó ṣe low body, I can tell you stories. It's not even, I won't tell you far story. I will tell you 1 year ago, 2 years ago story. I know of a man who has work hard. Struggling to save, work paper, then got the paper, then begin to work hard, so that I can bring wife and children to the United States. And then he worked so hard, and then he brought, you know how hard it is when you have like 4 children with wife, to migrate them, even if you now, the cost of the whole immigration and the traveling cost, work hard. Then the wife and the children joined him in the US. Oh, yes. But don't forget, human need is inevitable. Then he begin to work hard. Because now he has a large family. First of all, he need to change his car. The Yeye Camry is using before cannot work for them again. He need a bigger vehicle. 4 children and the wife, they have to fit into something like a space bus or a 3-seater car. And then he work hard. Because he don't want the credit card. He can't take credit. Work hard. The family joined him in about April. In about May, June, maybe first week or second week, it's up to 2 months. He just got back from work and was in the kitchen. Really tired, I'm tired, lay down the chair. And I think the food wasn't coming as fast as he needed it. He went to the kitchen to make something for himself, sat down, ate, and lay back on the chair and never woke up again. I am not telling you anything that is fact. In this Baltimore, we used to be co-worker. Motor did not jam him. He did not fall from 3-story building. He died out of stress. Even if you have all the money to buy significant thing in this country, it is not wise to spend it on it. It is better to get a loan for it. So your money can be invested in other things. Just know how to spend wisely. Don't come and be blowing credit card like you're an idiot. Why you have to know it. That's why I say get a financial advisor. Let them teach you how it works. They need to teach you how it works. That man died, leaving vulnerable wife and 4 children who are just less than 2 months in this country. Well, I can explain to you, but maybe we can have a time where I can put you through those things, because if I have to start that now, it's a whole topic on its own. Is it that if you can reach out to me, I can explain to you, or we'll find the time to make that a topic. Know how to build and manage credits and then have a credit reputation. Because you see, your well-being lies on it. You are saving some. So let's say we will America. You're crazy. Let's leave that. Now, back to our scenario. Family financing. I have said something like a joke before. That was a story when I was in marriage. I will wake up at midnight, mean that I've worked a whole day, come back home like 10 p.m. Then my wife want to be a good African prayer wife. And she will be praying then. Ọlọ́run gbọ́wọ́ ọkọ mi sókè, Ọlọ́run gbọ́wọ́ ọkọ mi sókè. And one day she just pissed me off with that prayer because it actually was disturbing my sleep. And I said, Ọlọ́run gbọ́wọ́ ọkọ mi sókè. Kí ló yẹ kí àdúrà yẹ kan ni wọ́n máa ń gbà lójoojúmọ́? Kí ló ṣọwọ́ tiẹ̀? It sounds very funny. Most of you were laughing. But that has been my position all my life. Yes, Ọlọ́run gbọ́wọ́ ọkọ mi sókè, àmín, Ọlọ́run gbọ́wọ́ ọkọ yín sókè. But kí ló ṣọwọ́ ti yín mọ́ mi? Ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Ọlọ́run gbọ́wọ́ ti yín sókè. You don't have to, everybody is entitled to his own opinion. But I have in this world that we live now, it works those days. Believe me, the Bible says, can 2 work except they agree? You see, being in agreement those days is easy. Like I said, cheating has a good ground. So even if the man is cheating, ohun tójú ò rí kì í bọkàn jẹ́. Nǹkan tójú ò rí ìbọkàn jẹ́. So when the man is doing something, the woman did not find out anytime, the marriage is still a happy marriage. And if it's a man that knows how to rest, there are some men that actually cheat, but they have good regard for their family. I've always said this to people around me. I said there's a difference between cheating and cheating. Oh, they will say, no, every cheating is bad. I didn't say it is good, but there is difference. Woman, your husband is seeing somebody that you are hearing as a rumor. It's a rumor. He will never pick any strange phone calls at home. He will never give you attitude because he's texting somebody. He's not hiding anything, or he's not jumping on you when you get to his computer. He respects you, take care of you, take care of your children. He's a good man that does have a bad habit. He's cheats, but listen, if a man respects his home and honor his wife, he's a good man. You can't take that away from him. He's a good man that is dealing with bad habits. And it's not even an habit, it's social delinquency. You understand? We call it social malay, But if a man cannot look away from anything in skirts, anything that wears skirts, anything with titties and booties, you go to your family function, your own family, your wife is looking like this, staring at all your cousins. That one, I don't call it cheating, I call it disrespect. Your wife look for who to, your husband look for who to mess with. I keep saying wife. Your husband look for who to mess with in the whole of Aye. Did not see anybody to mess with than your next door neighbor's daughter. That's disrespect. Everybody calling you auntie Ladubo. I've already slept with your husband. That's disrespect. Your husband is sleeping with your friend. That's witchcraft. Horrible kind of. Or the man that even cheat outside, he's not cheating around you. He's cheating outside. And he's bringing it home to your face. I had some stories lately. You see, this counseling is a difficult thing. Talking to people, sometimes just giving people listening ears to hear their problem and provide a little advice and pray with them is a little bit difficult too. Sometimes I hear some stories that even my heart will say, yeah. When I hear stories of women who are dealing with husband that comes to their matrimonial home with a side chick and kick the wife out of the bedroom. The wife who have made the prepared dinner, made the bed for himself and the husband come home drunk with a woman and beat the woman out of the room and took in another woman. Women are the problem of women. That one is witchcraft. That kind of man deserves to die. Anytime soon, something must kill him now. Horrible things that you cannot imagine. Somebody say only in Nigeria. No, the one I am telling you about right now happened in America here. The wife will go to work night shift. The husband is at home with another woman. And they are not guessing it. It happens. Some women are just wired to be like this. Akọ ìyàmú àwọn obìnrin kan sà. Akọmọ ìṣẹ̀dá wọn ni. Torí àwọn ọmọ mi ni. Mi ìfẹ́ kí ilé mi dàrú ni. Mi ìfẹ́ kí kinní kan ni. They are being tortured, abused, but they want to keep the marriage. One pastor has told them that you have to keep praying about it. Wàá pẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Wàá pẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Now let's bring this topic to a submission. Family finance. The Bible says, can two work except they agree? So there's nothing wrong in couples bringing their resources together for the growth and the development of their home. However, I will say a big no to joint accounts. Rather, in this day, oh, in this day, the kind of women they are so fast to say men is no, and you know, but no. You want me to give you a story of women humiliating their man in marriage, women defrauding their man in marriage? I can give you stories too. I've had nonsense things in this life. At the end of the day, we will everybody, and it's not at any proportion. Everybody is mad. If you do bad things, low fees. In this day and age, please, it is not advisable to do to joint accounts. What do I advise? We can encourage joint savings. Hear me, it's different though. And I will differentiate it for you. We want to work on so projects. Let's save towards it. I will put 30% of my income and 30% of yours. So if the wife is earning 100,000, her 30% is 30,000, and it goes into an account. Not giving the 30,000 to the husband to save. To do another one, another story. They agree to save together. The wife is giving the money to the husband to keep. No. Put it in an account open in the name of both of you. Not joint account. This is joint savings towards a particular project. It's not like you are saving it forever. Now we are looking to buy a house next year. Yes, we're going to need 50,000 to do so. We are saving. So 30% of my income. Ìyàwó ń gba 100. Ó yá 30 tèmi lélẹ̀. Ọkọ ń gba 100. 30 tèmi lélẹ̀. Okay, so ìyàwó income increased to 200. You know, at 30% will be 60,000. Ọkọ ṣì ń gba 100. His own 30% will still be 30,000. Are we saving by percentage, or we are saying let us save towards buying a house next year? You know, this one is saving for a specific objective. Now, okay, we are not going by percentage, we are going by figure. Jẹ́ ká máa dá 5,000. Jẹ́ ká máa dá $2,000 lóṣù. Kó máa lọ síbì kan. Next year we will have X amount. We can have a projection of how much we are going to save for a specific project. Hear me. I might be old-fashioned in certain things. You see, when they say save money together to be expending together, is fraud. Any man that is not ready to take responsibility of a home should not be married in the first place. The Bible says a man that is not able to fund for his home is worse than an infidel. So, by biblical principle, a man has a primary responsibility of the welfareism of the house. I'm a Christian, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. That is how I believe it should be. However, a woman that wants to níyì nílé ọkọ, a woman that wants to be relevant, a woman that wants to have a say in her marriage should have a contribution. The primary responsibility is the man. But the Bible also says that the woman is an helpmate to the man. So there's nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, it is expected that you be and help him in the discharge of his responsibility. He holds the responsibility, but you should be relevant by being a help to him in the discharge of his responsibility. So your help is $2,000. The whole bill of the house is $5,000. Mortgage, light, electric, these things. Okay, he has to pay $5,000. You know clearly that would be an impossible situation. If you have to take $5,000 out of his income, maybe we have $80 left. Okay, so you don't want to be an idiot. You had $2,000 you gave him $2,000 as a commitment to run the family. You will always be a relevant wife. We are doing renovation. He has bought a new fridge, bought a new stove, bought a new couch, buy a new bed. You know, have a role. At the end of the day, women have the actual, not in this my house. They don't even always say our house. Not in my house. They are talking to the husband though. That's what I'm saying. You are not understanding my explanation. Both should have their money and have access to their fund independently. Every woman, listen to me. Any man that proposes a joint account to you is either a fraud or is planning to be a fraud. See, it doesn't work that way. And sometimes the man is not trying to steal your money. The man is actually just trying to reduce you. Some men, let me tell you this, every man is born with a volume of cowardness. Every man is born a coward. And I will explain that to you. Do you see why men have a big ego? That big ego didn't just come. The ego is there to cover the cowardness in them. Men are easily intimidated. You can do man a favor and you're actually insulting him. You went out with a man, you are just swiping card, paying bills sharp. You think you are just trying to give him a relief. You can insult him with that. That is man for you. Men are easily intimidated by anything. And you have to know that. So some men want to propose joint accounts, not because they want to steal your money actually, in all honesty, but they don't want you to have that financial independence, so that because they think that if you are making that much money and you have access to spend anyhow, you will be arrogant, you will not be submissive to them. So they want to cut your wings and cut your excesses. Oh, your friend is doing party, you buy Ashwebi. This one is doing party, you buy Ashwebi. You are stepping out elegant. You are buying the beauty products. You are looking stunning. He's being threatened. He's feeling that you are looking too beautiful out there and you are going out too often. And it's because you have so much money. That's why you are going to all those parties. So he just want to reduce that. Because he don't want to say don't go to the party, because that would be as if he's controlling. So you want to control your finances. So if your finances is limited, you don't have that much access to it, you won't be able to do something. Or now he has an access to it, so you won't buy it without his consent. He knows that you are putting it. So if you need money, you will ask him. He can have a way of tactically discouraging you to it. He don't say don't spend it, but we say show to fellow party and show rally next year to buy just for you to. If you just don't feel comfortable with it, you look for other means to start cutting how much you go out, cutting how much you do this, cutting how much. Men are intimidated. They are easily intimidated. So sometimes they want to be, and then every man is born a predator. Men love to be in control. Don't let any man deceive you. Men love to be in control. And there is no other control. There is no better control you want to take over anybody than his finances. So if they can have a control over your finances, they have a control over your life. So sometimes it's not because they want to defraud you, but because they want to be in control. You step home. You know, sometimes you can do some good stuff in your own marriage, and the man is having a problem with it. He just got back from work and just see that you have changed the furniture in the living room. You have changed the curtain. You know, women like new things. You just look. You visit one of your friends, and you will not shut up your mouth. If you change the curtain and just shut up, the man will feel like, oh, my wife is a good wife. But you came back last night. You said the man curtain and mom Jide. Oh, mama, like it won't just silver buy. Oh, what kini mint green. Mint green. I work with you. Mokolo. Mint green. Come back. Talk us. We don't have to can it be boss? Look it by, and you're discussing it. The man is reading his magazine like he's not listening to you. 2 days later, he came home from work and he saw that you have changed the curtain in the living room to mint green. You have not done him a favor. What you have told him is that the provision he made in the living room before is not good enough. You just told him that what he had that is made provided for you as a wife and as a family is not good enough. You have questioned his ability to provide. To you, you have only do a facelift of your own house. To the man, you are saying, this man, you don't know nothing. This man, what he provided for my family is not good enough. So now the man is just seeing you. He's not seeing that you're actually doing a facelift. He's seeing this like, so it's because you have money to spend. He's just spending it anyhow. You think he can be harassing me? Because he's embarrassed. He can be harassing me. Toro ti lọ sílé àwọn ìyá Jídé lánàá torúkọ tí wọn wá dọ̀rọ̀ alẹ́ ní olówó tó ná yẹ́lẹ̀yẹ̀lẹ̀ ni. Do you know that men borrow money from, hear me, auntie, come. Let not, so that your daddy will not hear this one. Do you know that men borrow money from their wives sometimes, not because they need money, but because they want you to be broke? I'm telling you, don't say I'm the one that told you, but this is reality. Men intentionally, ó kàn mọ̀ pé ó ṣe gbowó kan àbí ó ṣe gba tax returns, ó mọ̀ pé owó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, dáàdi ẹ kú, wọ́n ṣe ìtàlẹ̀ dáàdi yín, wọ́n wá pín owó, ó kàn gba gbẹ̀mù kan tó large, bó ṣe máa gbà yẹn lọ́kọ́ yẹn máa ní problem. To just, have you not realized that it is when you just get some free money, not your salary now, you just get some huge fund. You have one uncle that just give you money. You don't know that it is when you always get those money, you just get your returns, you just get one benefit. Have you not noticed that it's always that time that your husband always have financial problem? Men will have financial problem automatically when it seems like you have one fund in your hand. Wọn ò ní financial problem láti jọ tó bá di gbowó báyìí. Wọ́n máa ní financial problem ni o. So tó bá ti ń bọ̀ ní lálẹ́ ọ̀la tó ra súyà wálé, olùṣe alátẹnujẹ tiẹ̀ náà wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́jọ́ ọ̀la lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ni. Wàá tún jẹ́, wàá tún ṣe dáàdì, tó bá tún jẹ súyà tán, á tún fún ẹ súyà. Ó máa fún ẹ ń bìlì ẹ láàárọ̀ ọ̀la o. Akàndé inú mi ò dùn jọ́. Ó ní kinní kan tó business kan tèmi àti kinní ṣe, ó máa sùn lé. Ó ra súyà wá lánàá lálẹ́, ó tún ra súyà wá lálẹ́ èní. Ó dọ̀la ó ra àsun, ó ra ṣàwámà. Olùṣe alátẹnujẹ oúnjẹ, owó náà àkáǹtì ẹ ló fẹ́ bógun lọ, owó náà àkáǹtì ẹ ló fẹ́ bógun lọ. Ẹlòmíì ti fall sí many times. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣì ń sùn lé. Na format with all of us dey do am. All of a sudden ó ń fọ́ ẹ lẹ́nu steady, èèyàn tó ń ṣe once a week tẹ́lẹ̀, ó kàn di week, ó kàn fún ẹ steady back to back gbàgbós. Ìwọ náà wọ́n kọ wájú wá gbà, wọ́n kẹ̀yìn wá gbà. Owó àkáǹtì ẹ fẹ́ bógun lọ ni. So sometimes it's not because they need money. They just want to, they just feel like, truth be told, let's talk as men now. From experience as a man, I used to be married. From experience as, being married, women seem to always have a change of character. Useless when you have excess money. All of a sudden you get home now, you will never meet your wife at home. Every evening now you get home, your wife is not at home. Bó ṣe ń lọ Colombia mọ̀, ló ń lọ Townsend mọ̀, ó ti lọ Annapolis, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? All of a sudden, tó ti lówó kan lọ́wọ́ nísìn, láì pè mí, láì bá mi sọ, ó ti send 100,000 sí mọ́mì mi, èmi àwọn àdàbí ọmọ burúkú, bóyá mọ́mì mi ṣe ìbèrè owó lọ́wọ́ mi tí mi ò tíì fún wọn. Olùṣe ààrẹ dúró ti gbẹ owó sàrà kan ṣẹ̀ gba house rent tọ́jú ládé ẹjọ́ ilé tí ládé ẹjọ́ ogún fún yín, ó ṣe wọ́n ṣe pín ṣẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ pé ó kàn wá lọ ń send owó sí mọ́mì mi, ó mọ̀ bóyá mo ti fún mọ́mì tí mi story tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ máa ń ṣe yàmàyàmá tó bá ti pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yín for real. No, for real. Ẹ máa ń ṣe anyhow. For real. So when some men begin to try to drain you just to put you in shape, sometimes women, let me give you a little theology at the close. Do you know that God always, every principle and every law of God is to guide us into a right living? Every law of God is to guide us into right living. Every law tó wà ní Bible, thou shalt not, bó o jalè kí ló kan lọ́hùn bẹ̀. Torí ara ẹni kán má bàa yẹgi fún ẹni. Bó o ṣe àwọn ní má ṣàgbèrè ló ní àgbèrè ló fẹ́ fi ilé ayé ẹ̀ ṣe. Kò sí ní wàá bólóde pàdé ńjọ́ kan. Báwo ló ṣe àfẹ́tọ̀ Ọlọ́run? Ṣé Ọlọ́run ní female child tó fẹ́ fọ́ lẹ́nu? So every law of God is to guide us into living right. Now, when God wants to give us law or advice, he talks to us from the angle of our vulnerability. He's the one who created us. He knows our weaknesses. Now, in the context of marriage, when God was admonishing the man and the woman, God was addressing both genders with different things from the angle of knowledge and vulnerability. God knows us, so he knows what we are vulnerable of. So he will advise us based on what our weakness is. So when God was advising us when it comes to marriage. He knows that man's heart is inconsistent. He knows that men are moved by sight. He knows that a man's heart is feeble. It can be easily drift away. God knows that it takes a deliberate commitment to stay for a man to be faithful in marriage. He knows that that's our problem. So don't think your husband is not abnormal. Okay? We all have the same problem. We are dealing with it differently. It is how we have control over self that makes us different. The man that is not cheating, the only difference is that he has a control. It doesn't mean if you see fine girl, he's not seeing them. Kò sọ́kùnrin tó ń rí ọmọ tó fine tí nǹkan kan ń gbéra lára ẹ̀ o. Má fọ́ o. But the ability to control is what makes you a man. Now, God knows our weakness. So when God was giving instruction when it comes to context of marriage, he said, husband, love your wife. Then he gave us a prerogative. He said, as Christ loved his church, and he gave himself a ransom for it. That means, if we want to go as Christ loved the church, because he even gave his life for the church, that means we should be selfless in love. Selfless. You should love your wife sacrificially. That is why when they are exchanging marriage vow in church, when you are getting married, they will say, do you take this woman, forsaking all others? It is sacrifice. So you will sacrifice that stupid direction that pops up in you when you see big booties and light-skinned women. So you see it, you like it, but yet, no, I have to be committed to my wife. It's not the day you marry, that's the day you will meet the girl that is finer than your wife. The day go and ask every married man, they don't tell you these secrets. The day you marry like this, that's the day one old friend that's the day you will meet one rich lady. It will happen like that, calculation, that you will begin to feel like, but they do this. 6 months into the marriage, you meet this person that is so pleasant, doing well, successful, beautiful. You feel like, boy, I'm Ben. They don't say it to you, madam, so you don't know. Those are the thoughts in the ideation of a man. So God knows that the problem of a man is consistency when it comes to emotional issues. He say, husband, love your wife. Guess what he told the wife? God knows that the problem of a woman is that your soul is lifted. So that part to bow when small, you don't know any character of a woman until he has too much to waste. Then you know they are trained wasters. So God said to the woman, he said, wife, submit to your husband. Submit to your husband. Because he knows that that's where they are going to have a problem. The area of submission. So sometimes women can be extravagant. They can, some women, they just have one free money. Tax returns, every day, I come back, delivery ni, Amazon delivery, Ross, Coach, Dunia and Buck, Gucci bag, delivery on a steady. Delivery on a steady. Shop anything. We can't discuss expenses again. You are not even in the house. All of a sudden now you are remembering extended family everywhere. Send money to my family that is not your business. Goddamn business. Now making me look as if I'm the bad man. You don't hear those things when your nieces and nephews will now say, Bọ̀dá Kúnlé wo ọ̀rọ̀ wọn létí wo tó bá fẹ́ gbó lọ Bọ̀dá Kúnlé ṣàpèyàwó wọn. Ìyàwó wọn ni inú wọn náà wá ń dùn wọn tó kébọ̀ lèèyàn gidi èmi lèèyàn burúkú àbí orí ẹ̀ ò dáa tó rówó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹni so tó ń bá chóòkì fìnáǹsì ẹ̀ ìwọ ló fà á. Shebi is your money. Spend it for yourself. Don't come and be using your money to harass somebody. Don't send money to my mother without my consent. It is wrong. You don't know whether I'm already giving my mother's story for whatever reason. Tell me about it. Wọn kú òkè fún yàn lówó tó abẹ́ rúgbà lọ́wọ́ wọn, ìyàwó wọn ló máa lọ bá. Ìwọ náà wá ń ṣe bí good housewife. Báwo ni ìyá ọkọ mi máa send 50,000 sí yín lọ́la? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ò pé o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ò pé o. So if there is a project, there is a property we are trying to get, there's nothing wrong in having joint savings towards a specific project. Keep your money. Have your independence. As a matter of fact, rubbish ni prayer ni Ọlọ́run agbọ́wọ́ kan. So yes, Ọlọ́run agbọ́wọ́ kan sókè, but jẹ́ kọ́wọ́ tiẹ̀ náà, bọ́wọ́ kan ẹ ṣe ń lọ òkè, jẹ́ kọ́wọ́ ẹ máa lọ òkè báyìí. Kò sí nǹkan tó wrong o. Tọkọ ṣe ń parí sáìdì tí wọ́n lé foundation tiẹ̀. No. Somebody was asking me a question that can I marry a woman that is more successful than me? And I'm like, thunder will fire me if I say a woman that is successful than me and I did not marry her. Am I mad? Did they shake me for me? Someone came here. What's my business in you are successful than me? Be successful. Success give me orgasm. You don't understand. Success give me orgasm. I like success. Is it not a good thing to say, that is the husband of that big woman? If you are not a mediocre as a man, you meet a woman and you are running away because she's successful. I ain't sharing what the Koshimo generation. If you are not lazy and you are not stupid at the same time, you will leverage on her pedigree and her contacts over time and build up. By supporting her, you will build up an enterprise of yourself. It's a question of time. If you guys did not leverage, at least you will be above her. If village people are not over your matter and if you are not lazy. So save if need be. Be a supportive wife. Support both morally and financially. Save towards an investment. Be interested in what we are doing. Be interested in what you need to do as a family and contribute to it. Fantastic. But keep your financial independence. Any relationship that deprive you of any form of independence, either moral independence, financial independence, it is not a marriage. It is slavery. Ditto to family, buying property together. Don't just contribute money. Be involved. Be involved, though. It is carelessness, laxity, foolishness, mediocrity for you to be contributing to something that you cannot inspect. Your husband is building a house. You don't even know the address. Your husband is building a house in Nigeria. You are in the UK. You are in America. You are in Europe. You are contributing to that building a house. And you don't know the address. You can't share. Yes, you have not been there, but so what? You have to see the documents now. If a man is doing and is taking away those things from you, question it. Your husband is doing capital project. He's building a business. He's building a house. And all the document, he's not keeping it in the house. Where is he keeping it? Question it. I'm saving it in the bank. Why? Okay, let us have a key to the PO box. Why do you have to take it to? Why? This room that we sleep is the room for me and you. So why can't anything be safe here? Somebody want me to break table. He said, kindly help us with this topic, importance of sex in marriage. If you want us to be the next topic of the next show, say aye, against say nay. There's so many things I've prepared. This is one of it, but I wasn't planning that to be the next. But if you want that to be the next, let's just drop the interest, and then by vote, we will go We can go there, but please, the day we are going to talk about sex in marriage, please make sure, I will intentionally make sure that we start late. We will start like 8, 9 p.m. Nigerian time so that your children will have slept. Table man 4, it is not my pastor mode that will come that day. We will keep it 100 the way it is. Like I said, I am not superimposing my positions. This is that's why we will debate. We have people calling, but I will tell you from my experiences, from my success, and from my failure. I've failed a couple of times in life, you know. So, but you see, I have travailed in my failure and come out victorious out of it, so that you will not fail if you have not gotten there. It is a fool that fall into a pit that somebody that is in front of him has fell into. Somebody say, what's the meaning of that? Omo Mose, Omo Mese, Omo Mose, how many times did I call you? American people, we have a problem with all these our UK and Nigerian friends. We will have to do it like in the afternoon, like maybe 3 o'clock, 3, 4 o'clock. There's no way. But please keep your children away to be. Yeah. So let me conclude. Let me conclude. So I talk about buying projects, contribute but be involved. Investments. For any family that wants to have a peaceful ending, it is not a good thing that you're 60 years old, both of you are still going to work. Daddy wá ti lọ bí iṣẹ́, mommy ń sáré lọ. You want to have a safe landing for yourself in your later time of life. You should think of family investments. You should think of it. But what do you invest in should be an unanimous interest. Don't say it. Daddy wa ló sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa kíní forex kan, mi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ really mọ̀ ń pa forex yẹn náà, àwọn náà lọ ṣe training yẹn gbà yẹn náà. It should be something that both of you have an idea. So in case your husband did not live long, you can still continue the business. Or vice versa, if it is the wife that with JP, the husband can still function. I hate when we make it sound as if it is the women that can be vulnerable. Men can be vulnerable too. Almost say I'm warning you for the second time. Almost say, okay. So, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ní ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ogbó ẹ̀ as a family, you should really consider family investments. But let it be an investment that both of you can be carried along. From the day one, 30 business again. Don't be doing teacher and your husband is the one doing the business. Don't make me say, come here, I've seen family business that it is the wife running it. The husband is working. It is the wife running the business. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it is very expedient that both of you are on the same page. Both of you can start. If you want to run a school, have a school, let the husband be the chairman, the wife be the proprietress. So you can be in the board meeting together. Be involved, be a relevant wife. You are doing this business. Okay, your husband wants to have a school. Take 6 months, go and do education. Go and do a diploma course in education. Get involved, equip yourself. You are investing in this kind of investment, go and learn something, be relevant in it. Oh, we want to save money in this area. Barbing salon is there, be hairstylist. You want to go say to have a unisex salon. Okay, kí ló dé tí o lè kọ́ hairdresser? Ẹlòmíì ego ló fẹ́ ba ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́. In the last 10, 15 years, you have not learned anything new. No, life is not like that. So that you can be relevant. In all, love like you have never loved before. But please don't leave your common sense. The only women that always fall vulnerable when things go the other way around is the ones who have been careless when things are right. ìgbà tó bá ń dá má yayọ̀ pọ̀rọ̀ kó lose mind there. It is expedient for us to know that life is in phases, people are in stages. Sometimes life happens and goes differently from what we envisage or projected, so that you can have what we call shock absorber in case something go wrong, so that you can have a safe landing, so that you can have something to hold you in case things don't even go your way. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have a dream. Between the dream as a family, have your own. And then, of course, be involved in whatever you guys have agreed to unanimously invest in. That is how to stay relevant. That is how to stay happy. This is the secret to a better and a successful family finance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be dropping the curtain of today. I'll see you again next time. I just hope that today, maybe one person will have been awakening to certain realities and they can actually pick a name from there and make a little adjustment. I hope that strongly, maybe one or two persons will have, from today, discussion in our chat room today has been awakening to buckle up and do something and do better and be more relevant in their home and in their marriage and be more conscious and be more, what makes you a better person. On this note, I'll be drawing the curtain for today's telecast. It's such a great thing to have you guys here. You are the best audience any speaker could ever have. I'm so blessed just because you are there. Until next time that I see you again, enjoy the rest of your night and thank you.
Something in my mind, I wanna talk about it, feeling deep inside, not suppressing, this must be love. I'm not searching for more, I'm not the one for me. You are my destiny, you are my destiny. I want to be the one you seek in the morning, before you go to sleep at night. I just want to be the one you hold in. I never want to see you cry. Girl, you know that I'll come running when you call from 1,000 miles. Yeah, I said, what more can I say? Yeah, I just wanna be there. Yeah, I just wanna be the one you love. I just wanna be there. I just wanna be the one you need. I just wanna be there. Just like your shadow, I just wanna be there. From now until tomorrow, I just wanna be there. 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 Something in my mind, I wanna talk about it. Feeling deep inside, yeah. Cannot suppress it. This must be love. I'm not searching no more. I'm not the one for me, yeah. You are my destiny. You are my destiny. I know you must have heard of the snow, so won't be up with you, girl. There is no more night. I'm a slow spin, I can't put a next, but you brought me back tonight. Answer all the thoughts, I'll sit right on, yeah. That's why I never want us to be apart, yeah. I just wanna be there. I just wanna be the one. I just wanna be there. I just wanna be the one you love. I just wanna be there. Just like your child, I just wanna be there. No until tomorrow. Said I was never let you down. Don't know why I've been calling for you. Don't know why, yeah. You brought me peace of mind, far. Hey, hey, hey. I just wanna be there. Wanna be the one you love. I wanna be there. Be the one you need. I wanna be there. Just like your shadow. Be there. No one till tomorrow. I'm not so J-Slave, Hypertech. Oh yeah. Take it back. It's lazy, it's sexy, it's lovely. You gotta get love. See, I wonder. No. Oh, yeah. I'm in chains, you're in chains too. Our uniforms and you are uniforms too. I'm a prisoner, you're a prisoner too. Mr. Jailer. I have fears, you have fears too. I would die, but you said would die too. Life is beautiful, but the things are too. Mr. Jailer, I'm talking to you, Jailer. Stop calling me a prisoner. Let's hear you music. I've beautiful. It's the gospel now. It's not J-Love. You oppress all my strategies. You oppress all every part of me. What you don't know, you're a victim to Mr. J-Love. You don't care about my point of view. If I die, I never work for you. So you treat me like a modern slave, Mr. Jailer. I'm talking to you, Jailer. Stop calling me a prisoner. Let me give me something beautiful. The cast stone, Mr. Jailer. Mr. Jailer.